the NBA. A perfect 5-0 thus far in postseason. What goes into being successful away from home, and how might that factor into Game 4 again here in San Antonio?
Like I said before the game last night, like we won road playoff games last year. I mean, it's hard to win playoff games on the road. As you saw last night, I mean, that took all of our best punch to win that game with last night, and it still wasn't easy despite the fact that it was a 15-point win. So I mean, it's challenging. There's no like, you don't graduate to it. It's gonna be just as hard tomorrow night.
And Mark didn't mention the start of Game 3, but it absolutely stuck out. The Spurs jumped out to a 15-0 advantage about 3.5 minutes into Game 3. The Thunder found a way to recover. What was instrumental in that regard?
You have a trust that your teammate is fearless and leans into the competition. It makes you more emboldened to do the same. And when you have a group of guys that all do that, the energy kind of bounces off one another. And it's especially important on the road. Because you're in that place last night. It's like all you have is your huddle. There's something beautiful about that. But if that huddle's filled with people that are confident and competitive, then there's an energy to that. And I thought we had that last night. Not only as we got the game under control, but early. When the wind was in our face, I thought the poise and the collective confidence, competitiveness was impressive.
Difficult to draw big conclusions 3 games into this series for a number of reasons. Number one, the Spurs are in the playoffs for the first time in 7 years. They were last in the Western Finals 2017. None of these guys were around on that team. So it's a brand new experience for the Spurs. First had them been down 2-1 in a best-of-7 series. We'll see how they respond to that. From the Thunder standpoint, the one thing we know about the way this series has evolved is in Game 1, they struggled mightily to deal with San Antonio's defense. They shot 40% for the game, scored 101 in the regular season, lost the game in double overtime, 122-115. Since that time, the Thunder have threatened 50% shooting in back-to-back games from the field, have knocked down 43% of their three-point shots in the last 2 wins, and averaged 122.5 points a game. So I would suggest in this chess match of a back and forth in adjustments, it's Mitch Johnson's move. How does he come at Oklahoma City tonight defensively? Because the decision to throw double teams at Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as often as he has is not working. It's backfiring because the Thunder are getting others involved, shooting the ball better, greater ball movement, averaging 29.5 assists a game in these 2 victories. So we'll see how the Spurs deploy on the defensive end tonight and how the Thunder respond to that. We'll get to the starting lineups for you both. The Thunder and the Spurs in Game 4. OKC leads this series 2-1. Pivotal game, a victory for the Thunder. They go up 3-1. And when that's happened in best-of-7 series, that team that is up 3-1 goes on to win nearly 96% of the time. Spurs want to avoid that with a Game 4 victory against OKC, incurring back-to-back losses since winning Game 1 by 7 in double overtime. Lineups are ahead as we continue. This is Thunder Basketball.
Somebody will reach basketball immortality.
Welcome to the NBA Finals.
That's basketball at its finest.
This is about more than a game, more than a series. This is about legacy.
You are watching what greatness is all about.
Tune in to see who performs under the brightest lights and who writes their way into history. The 2026 NBA Finals begin Wednesday, June 3rd on ABC.
You wouldn't get a haircut from your lawn guy. You wouldn't get tax advice from a tax advisor.
Hey, it's good to see y'all. Potoi background, game time, and I don't know, 1 minute, 2 minutes on TV. They're about to start. I'm sure we about to come from commercial break. Good to see you. Come on, good ball game.
Thunder Basketball is presented by Devon Energy, founding partner of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and MidFirst Bank, the official bank of the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's game time. Now the voice of the Thunder, Matt Pinto, brings you the starting lineups. Sponsored by Kia, movement that inspires. This is Oklahoma City Thunder Basketball on the Oklahoma City Thunder Radio Network.
For the second time on their playoff run, the San Antonio Spurs find themselves down in a best-of-7 series. They trailed Minnesota after losing Game 1 by 2, rallied to win 4 of the final 5 to advance in the Western semis to the Western Conference Finals. Down 2-1 now in this series after winning the opener in Oklahoma City by 7 in double overtime, incurring losses by 9 in Game 2 in OKC, by 15 at home on Friday. Mitch Johnson, the 39-year-old Spurs head coach, has his team winners of 9 of their 14 playoff games, 4-3 their record here at home, entering Game 4 tonight. Two-time All-Star De'Aaron Fox playing through high ankle soreness, the right ankle, starts at the point at 6'3", 185, a 9-year pro from Kentucky, averaging 18.5 points a game, nearly 6 assists on this playoff run. Stevan Castle at the shooting guard at 6'6", 215, a second-year man from UConn. Didn't shoot it well at all in Game 3 on Friday, 1 of 8 in fact, but he got to the foul line 14 times. He's averaging 19 a game in the playoffs. Julian Champagnie, a robust rebounder, had a 10.5 board outing in Game 3, 6'7", 217 at 1 forward, a fourth-year pro from St. John's, averaging 10 points, 6 rebounds in the playoffs. Devin Vassell shot it well, 3 of 6 on threes in Game 3 on Friday, has made 7 three-pointers his last 2 games in this series at 6'5", 200 at the other forward spot. Sixth-year pro from Florida State, averaging 14 points, 5 rebounds a game, and two-time All-Star and first-team All-NBA selection of earlier tonight. Victor Wembanyama mans the middle at 7'4", 235, a third-year pro from France, averaging 22 points, just under 12 rebounds, and a league-high 3.9 blocks in the playoffs thus far. Now it's time for you to meet Thunder's starting five for this road challenge Game 4 in San Antonio.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, number 2, point guard for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Shai leaps and leans, straight away knocks down a 13-footer, and he's hacked in the act by McLaughlin, and one coming. Shai finding his cracks.
Cason Wallace, 22, point guard, Oklahoma City Thunder.
Right wing Wallace up with a 3 for the lead. It's online, count it. Cha-chinga Thunder money ball. Queso rattles it down.
Luguentz Dort, number 5, guard, Oklahoma City Thunder.
Dort sets his feet, squares his shoulders, and rainbows home a tray. Cha-chinga Thunder money ball. He laced it.
Isaiah Hartenstein, 55, center, Oklahoma City Thunder.
Puts it inside Hartenstein to the rim for the big two-hand rim rocker. Wemby a bystander.
Chet Holmgren, number 7, basketball player, for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Holmgren down the lane, sidesteps Johnson, floats it up on the run, counts it, goes, there it goes! He sidesteps Johnson with a Euro.
Mark Dagnall, and we are the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Thunder in every game in this series have worn their Oklahoma blue background uniforms. That's the case again tonight. White numerals trimmed in orange, yellow, and navy blue. They'll move from my vantage point from left to right across your radio dial here at Crossbank Center in San Antonio. The Spurs in home white, black numerals and letters trimmed in gray. Scott Foster, the veteran, Curtis Blair, Nick Booker, the other refs for tonight's matchup, with Brent Barnaky on hand as alternate should he be needed. Thunder found some offensive answers against the Spurs as the series has gone on. 122.5 a game in the last 2 wins, 48% shooting, 41% on threes, and turning it over only 10.5 times a night in these two while doling out 31.5 assists. WEMBAYAMA and Holmgren will jump center. Crowd is revved up as expected in San Antonio as both guys are in the crowd. Scott Foster joins them with the ball, and here we go. WEMBAYAMA controls the opening tip for the 4th consecutive time back to De'Aaron Fox, and the Spurs have it to begin tonight. By rule, they'll have it to begin the 4th quarter. Wallace is on Castle, yo-yos the bounce 40 feet straight away. Feeds Wemby off the right elbow, challenged by Hartenstein, holds. Jab steps, pump fakes. Backs down, spins and fades, 17-foot jumper, not close. Loose ball fought for, taken by Fox. Up the right sideline, WEMBAYAMA, long angle right three-pointer is up and in. So the Spurs dig out the first offensive rebound of the game and lead 3-0 in game 4. SGA picked up by Castle. No double arriving yet. Grinding right, swooping left. Shea, jump passing to Hartenstein. Push shots in lane is a beauty from 10 feet out. So the game is a 3-2 contest in favor of San Antonio. Hartenstein scored the Thunder's first bucket on Friday as well. WEMBAYAMA handles out front. Said he needed to get his teammates more involved after losing game 3. Whips it inside to Castle, slings it straight away. Champagnie, he wants 3, gets none. He back rimmed it. Loose ball tumbles out to Hartenstein. Thunder seek their first lead of game 4. SGA is on the handle, gets a Holmgren pick, jumped out by Devin Vassell on a switch, swooping right, challenging Wemby in the lane for a fadeaway 13-foot stroke that's going to tumble short. Loose ball dug out by Wallace, stepping out of traffic, steps to the right corner, works a dribble and shovel feeds low right to Hartenstein, right corner Wallace, slices inside, challenged by Wemby, hits Holmgren, whose shot's blocked going up by WEMBAYAMA, but it scoots out front to Dort, inside. Holmgren is fed by SGA, but it comes after the shot clock violation. Didn't have time to make the pass. The WEMBAYAMA block on Chet has the crowd amped up, and the Thunder down 3-2 with a minute 30 gone by in the opening quarter. Castle plowing left on Wallace, jump stop, spins, can't find room, finds WEMBAYAMA for 3 straight away. It's short. Wallace has the loose ball. I think the Thunder will take the Spurs firing away. They're 1 of 3 from 3. Hartenstein handles top of the key. Angles right. Shea denied the ball by Castle, comes to get it. Drives to the foul line, swooping left. Draws 2, bounce feeds to Hartenstein. Another push shot in the lane is up and in from 12 feet away over WEMBAYAMA. Ihart's push shot a beauty. It's 4-3 Thunder. WEMBAYAMA front court handling. Takes a look and goes wide right to Castle. Stefan bucking left into the paint, leans in, launches. 13-foot jumper good. And the Spurs lead 5-4. Castle made only 1 shot from the field in game 3. Gilgeous-Alexander awaits a Hartenstein pick and never materializes. Shea swoops to the left wing, sets up in the corner Holmgren. Chet to the dribble, working on Vassell and delaying to Hartenstein. Another push shot, this one from 15 feet away, nothing but net. So let's rerun it and re-rack it. 6-5 Thunder. Left baseline Vassell pumps a fadeaway on Holmgren and misses from 12, well defended. Hartenstein there to gobble up his second rebound to go with 6 points. Thunder 6, the Spurs 5, 2.5 minutes into game 4. Shea left wing, knocked out of bounds by Champagnie, foul by Champagnie, and the groans start. That's the first team foul on the Spurs, side out Thunder. Give Champagnie credit. He was more forceful than a blocking sled on that one, as Dort will trigger far sideline front court. 16 to shoot for the Thunder, who lead 6-5. High post left Hartenstein. Gives the ball to Shea, working left. Draws 3 defenders. Comes baseline, sets up Wallace. His deep left corner three-pointer is on the way, no good. WEMBAYAMA fights for the rebound, loses it back to it, but it's grabbed by Champagnie. And we have a loose ball foul coming on Hartenstein. Will be his first. 6-5 game. Hartenstein, the only Thunder player to have scored. Wallace, Holmgren, and SJ have missed for the Thunder, who are 3 of 6 to begin. The Spurs are 2 of 6. 1 of 3 on threes. The Thunder yet to make a 3, attempting the 1. That was Wallace a moment ago. Castle handles. Fox off the ball. Stefan swooping left. Contained by SJ. Drives to the foul line. Lobs inside to Wembanyama for the easy dunk as didn't contain the ball there, and the Thunder surrender the easy one to Wemby, who's made 2 of 4 shots and has 5 points. 7-6 San Antonio. Again, Castle not letting Shea breathe, picking him up full court. Hartenstein screens Castle. Shea driving left to the paint, tried to kick in the corner of Dort. It's batted out of bounds by Julian Champagny. The Thunder's spacing right now is not great. Shea's taking the ball too deep. It's compressing the defense and not allowing the Thunder good avenues to create shots. 12 to shoot. Hartenstein lifted to Gilgeous-Alexander between the rings. Angling left on the bounce. Steps away and jump passes in the lane to Hartenstein. Another push shot from Ihart is a beauty. He lofts it home. The dunking Deutschman stepping out to mid-range and peppering home shots on the Spurs. It's 8-7 OKC. Hartenstein all 8. Champagny open, cranks the left side angle three-pointer that's short. Loose ball, Dort has it. Scoots up the left side, Thunder up 8-7, 4 minutes in. Lugan settles in on the left flank, hits Hartenstein out front. Hartenstein dribbles to Shea. Shea drives left into traffic. Gives to Hartenstein again for a push shot in the paint. That one off from 12 feet away. Fox has the loose ball. Shea is 0 of 1 shooting, but he has 3 assists. Fox splits defenders. Down the lane, shovels right corner Vassell, up the sideline to Castle. Slot left Wembanyama, left corner Champagny. Pump fakes and drives. Challenged by Hartenstein, lays it in. 9-8. Spurs spread the floor beautifully that time as they've got their 3rd assist and go up a digit with 4:15 elapsed in the quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander yo-yos on the bounce, behind back dribbling, stifling Neff. Draws 2, kicks to Hartenstein for a push shot, 15 feet away, grazing the rim short. That's not going to work all night. And the Thunder got to find other options. Fox the loose ball, San Antonio the ball in a 1-point lead. Wembanyama slashing right on Holmgren. Down the lane, flips it up, no good, but Chet in retreat commits the personal foul. So they're playing Wembanyama differently tonight. He's active with an assist. He said after the Game 3 loss, I've got to get my teammates more involved. He's made an effort to do that, but he's also aggressive, 2 of 4 shooting. He didn't score on a 2-point made shot until the 3rd quarter of Game 3. He scored already tonight. 7:26 left in the opening quarter. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander getting recognition to the chant of MVP here. He's done it twice in a row. Wembanyama shoots free throws, his first 2 of Game 4. Bends his knees, dip shoots, and knocks down the first. Won't be the last. Keldon Johnson, Dylan Harper in for the Spurs. Champagny sits down for San Antonio, along with, not sure who else, Fox has exited. And OKC brings Jared McCain and Alex Caruso and Jay Will in. With 7:26 left in the first quarter. San Antonio 10, the Thunder 8. Both sides have made 4 of 9 shots. Spurs the only 3 and the only foul shot. Wembanyama, extraordinary deliberate. A la Giannis nails the second free throw. He's got 7 for the Spurs, who lead 11-8. Alex Caruso has been nails this series. Is on the handle, white headband, white sleeve on his right arm, accompanying him across the timeline. High post left Jay Will, crowded by a smaller player, Vassell. Shea cuts behind it. Clawed at by a Castle without a whistle. 8 to shoot. Shea, left baseline, kicks out front to Dort, deflected away. Jay Will has it though, 2 to shoot. Throws it away along the right sideline, deflected out by Keldon Johnson as Mitch Johnson applauds. You should be applauding, Mitch. Your guys getting away with foul after foul on the floor right now. 2 on the shot clock. 7:04 left in the opening quarter. Castle could foul out 1 time up the floor against Shea. Caruso looks. Corner right, McCain. Fade away from the corner, an air ball from 3. Not a good shot. Wembanyama has a miss up the right side to Johnson. 1-on-1 on Jay Will across the lane, floats it up. No, rolls in, got the roll off the back of the rim as Jay Will got hit in the groin area on the drive without a whistle. Nick Booker just watched it. 13-8 Spurs, scoring 6 straight. 6:40 left to play in the opening quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander back of a Jay Will pick. Can't shake Castle, who's all over him. He drives inside of it. Pulls up and rainbows a 13-foot jumper that's an air ball. Forced that shot. Keldon Johnson miss. Up the sideline left to Wembanyama. Sizing up Jay Will. Slashes. Pushes off. Crosses over. On the baseline. Twirls and fades. Gives it up right corner to Johnson. Pump fakes and fires a 3 that's way short. Hit the side of the backboard, in fact. As Keldon Johnson saved the ball. Thought it was out of bounds off the side of the backboard. Apparently not. Gilgeous-Alexander touched it last. 6 to shoot for the Spurs following a timeout as San Antonio's got the early 13-8 lead in Game 4 with 6:13 left in the opening quarter. Spurs bringing force and no repercussions. OKC's made 36% of its shots. Shea 0 of 2. The Thunder have missed their only 2 3-pointers. This is Thunder basketball.
Starting centers in this game, Victor Wembanyama with 7 of his team's 13 early on. Isaiah Hartenstein with all 8 of the Thunder's points. The rest of the team outside of Isaiah, 0 of 5 shooting. Let's send you back to San Antonio. Here's Matt Pinto.
Hey, Thunder up in the park. Your first play on every game day. Celebrate the playoffs at Scissorsdale Park with live music, games, and giveaways every home game. Head to OKCThunder.com/Thunder Up in the park for more information. Thunder down by 5. They've gone over their last 5 from the field. Last scoring with 8:31 left to play in 6:13 left to play in the opening quarter. They last scored with 8:31 left in the first. As Isaiah Hartenstein, the only guy getting decent looks at the rim early, that's got to be concerning for Mark Daigneault. Thunder spacing has not been great, and the Spurs have been ferociously attacking the passing lanes for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander has, at this point, 3 of the 4 assists for the Thunder, who dig in to defend with 6 on the shot clock against the Spurs. San Antonio's made 5 of 11 shots. The Thunder are 4 of 11. Rebounds even at 6, but OKC's yet to go to the foul line. The Spurs 2 of 2 there, and San Antonio's made the only 3 thus far in the game. Off the inbound Harper left wing, giving to Castle for a 3 that's good. Inside the shot clock buzzer, poorly contested. So the San Antonio run extends at 16-8. They've doubled the Thunder thus far. Dort on the handle. Plows top of the key on Keldon Johnson, contained. Jumped out by Castle, fouled, no whistle. Gives to Caruso on the perimeter. AC on the dribble weave to McCain. Slicing right on Wembanyama. Gives it up wide right, Jay Will strokes a 3 that's off. Spur defense is sticky and physical, and they're calling nothing. Vassell open, right wing 3 in transition is good. And OKC right now is playing behind the ball as they did early in game 3 and down 19-8. It's a 12-0 San Antonio run. Very similar, a little different in the opening quarter to what we saw 2 nights ago. Jay Will crowded out front by Castle. Pawed at foul by Castle off the wall. They call a hold on Dylan Harper. You can call it every single play. This is not basketball, folks. Second team foul against the Spurs. Side out Thunder. In a 19-8 game, the Spurs up big in game 4 as they were big in game 3 in the opening quarter. Dort out, Kenrich Williams in. K-Rich has played only late scrap minutes in this series. Jay will inbound. Thunder got to find a way to cash in on the offensive end. Shea fights to it, played by Dylan Harper this time. Stutter steps, drives left into traffic from behind. Castle knocked it away. Shea got it back. Right wing to Jay Will, pump fakes, drives. Inside bounces to Caruso. Ball knocked away out of bounds by Vassell. No, it's off of Caruso. And right now the Thunder offense is in a quagmire. They're getting nothing clean and have seen the Spurs run off 12 in a row for an 11-point lead 7 minutes into the first. Castle driving, leaning, throwing it into the corner to Kenrich Williams, and they call a blocking foul on a jump pass by Stephon Castle against the Thunder. 3rd team foul on OKC. This one whistled on Caruso. Can the Thunder rise as they did early in game 3, down doubles? Castle at the foul line, steps back, gives it up. Left wing to Keldon Johnson, plowing down the lane, stripped by Shea, it's free, and McCain has the loose ball. Jarrett up the right side, the Spurs are back. Drifts to the wing, now the baseline, comes up and under. Spins, powers a layup, and Vassell blocks it. That's not a good decision by McCain at all. There were 2 defenders there. Vassell back quickly, lobs to Wemby, who dunks with the right hand. The run is 14-0, the Spur lead is 13, 21-8, timeout Oklahoma City. 4:39 left in a dominant start to this opening quarter for the home team. This is Thunder basketball.
Welcome back. In the Eastern Conference Finals, the New York Knicks have a commanding 3-0 lead in their series with Cleveland after winning Game 3 yesterday, 121-108. The Knicks shot 56% from the field in that game. They also got 30 points from Jalen Brunson. Evan Mobley had 24. His Cavaliers will try to extend the series tomorrow. Send back. Here's Matt Pinto.
Stay on top of all Thunder playoff action with updates sent right to your phone. Join playoffs text alerts for exclusive content, prizes, events, up-to-date information, and more. Text playoffs to 405-877-5558 to join. That's playoffs to 405-877-5558. Thunder confronting a double-digit deficit early in Game 4, the same way they did in Game 3, rallied from 15 back 2 nights ago to win by 15. Right now, nothing's working for the Thunder. They've allowed the Spurs 3 made three-pointers, 53% field goal shooting, being out-rebounded by San Antonio, outscored in the paint 10-6. WEMBAYAMA has 9, Castle 5. Thunder led by Hartenstein with 8. He scored all of their points. Aside from his 4 of 6 shooting show, the Thunder have yet to make a shot 0 of 7, and they have gone scoreless since the 8:31 mark, failing to score with the last 4 minutes. They've allowed 14 straight points in that stretch. Chet Holmgren, Kenrich Williams, Alex Caruso, Jared McCain, and Isaiah Hartenstein for the Thunder as SGA sits down scoreless with 3 assists. Opposed by Devin Vassell, Dylan Harper, Stephon Castle, Victor Wembanyama, and Keldon Johnson. McCain across the timeline feeds Hartenstein top. Veering left, giving to Caruso. Comes out front to server. A curl cutter is Holmgren. Loses the ball in the lane. And that's the Thunder's 3rd turnover to 1 for the Spurs. Wembanyama mid-post right. Comes to the baseline, loses the ball going up, and a foul coming on the Thunder. It's on Kenrich Williams. That's the 4th Thunder team foul. They're at the foul limit with 4:19 left in the quarter, and Wembanyama gets benefit of 2 more free throws. 21-8 San Antonio. If both of these go down, the Spurs will match their largest lead in the series, which was 15 to begin Game 3. But since that initial push by the Spurs, Oklahoma City's not pushing back. 30% Thunder shooting in the quarter. Wembanyama 2 of 2 at the line. Nails the first, and the Spur run extends to 15-0, the lead to 14 at 22-8. So the Thunder have got to find remedies. What might they be? Gilgeous-Alexander is seated. J-Dub is out due to injury. A.J. Mitchell is out due to injury tonight in Game 4. As Wembanyama readies for another foul shot, it'll be his 4th. Thunder have yet to go to the foul line. Wembanyama has 10 for the Spurs. The Thunder have 8 points total with 4 minutes and 19 seconds left in the opening quarter. When do the Thunder break the drought again offensively becomes the question, because right now they're struggling mightily to get good shots. Wembanyama with another foul shot. It's good. He's made all 4 of his. Spurs have blocked 2 shots. They forced 3 turnovers and are up big by 15 right now. Caruso handles against Champagne's on-ball pressure. High post right to Hartenstein looking to facilitate. Shovels to McCain, slicing into traffic. Comes baseline, bounce dishes to Hartenstein. On the dribble weave, Holmgren literally shoved by Castle, loses the ball, it goes over and back. There's no foul call. It's an over and back violation against the Thunder. Wow. You will rarely see what I just saw. Castle shoves Holmgren in the back without a whistle. No foul call. It's an over and back against Oklahoma City for their 4th turnover. The run is 16-0 for San Antonio. Their lead is 15.
That's not what just happened.
In deep, sails the left corner, Castle open. The rainbow 3 is up, an air ball, off shot, overshooting the rim as Hartenstein runs out and misses 3rd rebound, giving to McCain. Spurs are back, nothing coming easily. McCain weaving left, cranks a 3 that's online, not close. Johnson has the miss, falling down, and they call Hartenstein for a foul, and that's going to be the 5th team foul on Oklahoma City. So you talk about a favorable whistle. It couldn't be any more favorable for the home team right now. But credit the Spurs. They've come out and waylaid the Thunder for a 15-point lead, and it can expand to 17 with free throws coming for Keldon Johnson. Hartenstein has 2 fouls, 8 points and 3 rebounds. He is still the only Thunder player that scored. Aaron Wiggins and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander readying to re-enter for Mark Daigneault's team. Spurs landing a massive haymaker in the opening quarter that's sustaining far more than the one did on a Friday night, when their 15-point lead was cut into almost immediately, and the Thunder led that game early in the 2nd quarter. Substantial mountain to climb here as Johnson misses the first foul shot. Only a 67% foul shooter. SGA and Aaron Wiggins in, Alex Caruso and Isaiah Hartenstein out. Ihart sits down with 2 fouls. 23-8 Spurs. OKC has gone 5 minutes without scoring on the offensive end, and they've yet to attempt a free throw in game 4. San Antonio attempting its 6th. Johnson's second is up. That one's no good either. Holmgren there to mop up the mess. Gives in the backcourt to SGA. Shea played by Dylan Harper. Has to stutter step to cross the timeline against heavy on-ball heat. Settles in between the rings. Back of a Kenrich pick. Drives left. Pulls up. His left of the lane 15-foot stroke is pure, so Shea breaks the drought and pulls OKC within 13 at 23-10. De'Aaron Fox is back in for the Spurs. Wide right to Harper, back of a Wembanyama pick. To the baseline on Holmgren. Sneaks inside, draws 2. Shovels left corner, Champagnie up with a 3. That one's off. Side of the backboard, then off the hand of Keldon Johnson out of bounds. Well done by the Thunder, funneling that pass and shot into traffic. The Spurs at 53% field goal shooting, lead by 13, 23-10. 3 minutes left in the opening quarter of game 4. Kenrich Williams top of the key. Looking left, Shea is grabbed by Harper. Finally a foul call on Dylan Harper. Well, the Spurs are activating an approach that's Pat Riley-like when he coached the Knicks. We're going to grab and do all but tackle Shea. They won't call it every time. We're going to wear him down, and that's our path back to tie this series at 2-2. Jay Will in, Jared McCain out. Luke Cornett checks in for Victor Wembanyama for the first time tonight for the Spurs, but Victor dented the Thunder defense for 11 before exiting. 2:59 left. Spurs still have a foul to give. Aaron Wiggins will inbound far sideline. Does to Jay Will, fighting for it. Grabbed by Champagnie, giving to SGA. Twirling left. Champagnie on Shea on a switch. Grinding right. Shuttle steps back, fires. 18-foot jumper is up and off. Loose ball, Cornett. Outletting right to Fox. De'Aaron stutter steps. Wide right sends it to Vasil. Slashing left on Holmgren. Pushes off and fades. The rainbow 13-foot jumper block shot off the hand of Cornett out of bounds. So the Thunder digging in defensively the last 2 trips. That's encouraging. Got to find a way, though, to get somebody clean looks on the offensive end. 31% Thunder shooting. Shea is 1 of 4. Oklahoma City's 0 of 4 from 3. Down 13 as Gilgeous-Alexander rambles left baseline on the run. Lays it up on Cornett and lays it home. Well done by SGA, plowing through 3 defenders. It's an 11-point game. Fox back quickly, dancing left baseline on Wiggins. Whips the ball in the paint to Cornett for a dunk. Well set up by De'Aaron Fox, his second assist, and Cornett is on the scoreboard in game 4. Spurs 25 to Thunder 12 at the 2:10 mark. Jay Will out front, pestered by Champagnie, pawing at the ball. Palms it, looks and feeds Shea at the foul line. Pushed from behind by Fox, swiped at by Fox, doubled by Castle. Faces up, rummages baseline for a fadeaway 13-foot stroke, no good, but he's fouled, knocked down by Fox, and gets his first 2 free throws of game 4. Spurs at the foul limit now as Fox commits the personal, his first. Right now the Thunder offense is a bit too ISO heavy. They're not sharing the ball the way they have in the 2 games that preceded this one. Gilgeous-Alexander to the free throw line where he's averaging 10 foul shot attempts in the playoffs, converting 8.8, leading all playoff scorers at 28.5. He nails the first of 2 here. Knocked down all 12 of his foul shots in that rally from a 15-point deficit in game 3 on Friday to what he's done here. 1:57 left in the quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander has 5, Hartenstein 8. That's it for the Thunder, who trail 25-13. Crowd continues to moan after Fox hit Shea in the body. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both, and the Thunder seek stops, down 11. San Antonio's come out and packed a wallop, looking to even this series at 2-2. Fox played by Kenrich Williams. Swooping and bounce feeding to Champagnie. Pump fakes, drives by Wiggins, sets up a wide open Vassell left corner for a 3-pointer that's perfect. Unguarded. San Antonio doubling the Thunder 28-14 and playing crisp basketball in every facet. 4 of 10 on threes, 53% shooting from the field. Gilgeous-Alexander rummaging through a minefield of Spur defenders. Works the angle left dribble, double, sails at right wing Jay Will, right corner Wiggins, driving into the paint. Siphons to Kenrich Williams, closed out by Vassell, pulls up left wing and misses a 15-foot jumper, a 4th shot. Fox has the miss, Spurs get it back up 14. Castle plows into the paint on Shea, barging to the rim, lays it up. It rolls off. Gilgeous-Alexander the rebound, his first. Dribbling head up. Down the lane on Vassell, behind the back dribbles and kicks to Jay Will open. The right side angle 3 looks good and is. Cha-ching a Thunder money ball. He made 5 of those on Friday. Knocks down his first on that trip. And the Thunder deficit is 11 with a minute left in the opening quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander 4 assists. Fox dancing on the dribble behind a Cornett pick. Pulls up, pops, fadeaway angle right, 20-foot jumper won't drop. Holmgren reels in his second rebound and gets the ball to SGA with 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Thunder want to go 2-point possessions here, I'm guessing. Down 11. Shea isolated on Castle. Drives right with a step. Knocked down, floats it up, no good, and no whistle. Vassell's got the loose ball to Champagnie. Plows into Holmgren and had the ball jarred away by Chet out of bounds with 33.8 left in the quarter and 19 on the shot clock. It is beyond conscionable to watch what just happened. Shea splits defenders, knocked down on a trip without a whistle. Cornette out, Wembanyama in, all San Antonio in quarter one of game 4. It's 28-17. Lob it to Wembanyama, knocked away. It squirts out where Champagnie runs it down in midcourt.
Looked like he
right
tripped himself, to be honest with you.
Steps away, fires the rainbow 10-foot jumper, blocked by Holmgren. Thunder get it back with 24 seconds left in the quarter. A difference of 1 game to shot clock. SGA wheeling right. Drives by Castle, sets up Wiggins in the right corner. He's sealed by Vassell, comes out front. 10 on the shot clock, 11 on the game clock. Wiggins stationary from 40 feet away, has got to go. 5 seconds. Dashes right to the baseline on the run, lays it up. No good. Holmgren follows it. Nicely done by Chet on a flip follow. 28-19. Fox to midcourt with 2. Fires a 50-footer the other way that's going to be off. And after a quarter, all things considered, Thunder not in bad shape. They trail by as many as 15. Went more than 5 minutes without scoring from the field, and yet down only 9 after 1, showing the resilience we saw 2 nights ago. Gilgeous-Alexander has 8, 6, Hartenstein 8 for the Thunder. The Spurs are paced by Wembanyama's 11. Thunder closed the quarter 7-3 and trail by 9 in possession. Coming back for the second next. This is Thunder basketball.
Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Sunday night basketball. West Side, Potoi, commercial break. Hey, take in with a grain of salt what this guy tells you, especially if you're not watching the game. He over-exaggerates everything, okay?
Thunder Basketball is presented by Devon Energy, founding partner of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and MidFirst Bank, the official bank of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Welcome back. Some numbers from the first quarter. 10 assists on 10 made shots for San Antonio in the first. Oklahoma City out-rebounding the Spurs by 1 and including 1 on the offensive glass. That key putback by Chet Holmgren there to cut the lead down to 9. Back to San Antonio. Here's Matt Pinto.
Playoff Central is your home for playoff action. Shop exclusive drops, plan your watch zone, and stay up to date on events across OKC. Put playoffs in the palm of your hand. Head to OKCThunder.com/playoffs central for more information. Thunder a decent job of recovering after being wobbled, if not completely knocked down, by a Spurs 16-0 run in that first quarter. Thunder led 8-7 with 8:31 left in the frame, and the Spurs went from there to a 16-0 blitz to build a lead of 15. San Antonio saw the Thunder close the quarter 7-3 to pull within 9 after 1. While the Spurs have made 46% of their shots, the Thunder are only 36% efficient. 1 of 5 on threes for OKC. Spurs have knocked down 4 3-pointers, and as Gideon mentioned, they've got 10 assists to 5 for the Thunder. Thunder yet to dislodge San Antonio from its attack and distract it, as the Spurs have only 1 turnover in the game. Thunder have 4 entering the second. Thunder ball. Carter Bryant in to guard Jared McCain. At midcourt, Caruso now on the dribble weave, giving to Wallace. Kaysen, slot right, McCain open, cranks an angle right three that's short, fights for his own miss, saves it blindly into the Spur bench, but he didn't attack the rebound initially, and Carter Bryant heads the other way with it. To Castle, driving by Wallace, lays it up on the run, overshoots the rim, an air ball, and it's off the hand of Cornette, out of bounds. So Castle, Fox, Champagnie, Carter Bryant, and Luke Cornette, the five for the Spurs. Out front, Wallace bounce feeds in deep to Holmgren to the rim, throws down with two hands. Chet Holmgren up high, down hard. That becomes tonight's boomerang diner boom of the game. Chet playing well. 4 points, 4 rebounds, an assist, and a block. He's out there with Caruso. The run is 7-0 Thunder. McCain, Isaiah Joe, Kaysen Wallace, and Chet Holmgren. 7-point contest. Thunder down 15 a moment ago. Fox out front, blitzed by McCain. Gives it up to Champagnie. Left corner, Carter Bryant. Dared to shoot, does. A three that's going to be short. Fight for the rebound. It's scraped out inside by Isaiah Joe. Joe, jump passing across the timeline to Wallace. Queso to the trailing Caruso. Out front, Joe, pump fakes, drives. He's in deep. Jump stops, lays it up, counts if it goes, and it goes as Carter Bryant climbed his back off the nice pump fake and throttled down for an and one. And here come the Thunder, back to within 5 at 28-23 with 10:53 left to play in quarter number 2. Thunder much better spacing of their offense late in the first and early in the second, punctuating a 9-0 blitz. Back to within 2 possessions from 15 behind, as Isaiah Joe may be an X factor tonight in the absence of A.J. Mitchell and J-Dub due to injury. Joe had 3 in the win on Friday, but has not scored much in this series against San Antonio. Zay's free throw is up and good. Thunder from the line are 3 of 3, and they're back within 4 points at 28-24. Harrison Barnes checks in for the Spurs, joining Cornette, Fox, 3 vets. Champagnie a vet, and Dylan Harper against Wallace, Caruso, McCain, Joe, and Chet Holmgren. Fox up the left sideline, drives by McCain, in deep spins, pump fakes and fades, 10-foot jumper, front rims, backboards, and goes down. Lucky bounce. Fox has his first bucket. Down the lane, Holmgren. Swoops, pump fakes, Cornette closes out. Ball comes to Wallace, left wing Joe, pump fake, and closed out by Barnes. Had a quick look had he pulled the trigger. McCain into the paint, in deep. Settles for a fadeaway 10-foot jumper, not close, and not a good shot. McCain is 0 of 3, and he's forced some things. Back come the Spurs, up 6, 30-24. 2 minutes gone by in the second. Fox is doubled, finds Barnes, got away with the travel, sails it right corner to Harper along the baseline, challenging Holmgren, who blocks his shot, and they call Chet for a foul. Thunder may want to challenge that. Curtis Blair indicates that Chet fouled on the scoop by Harper, and the Thunder bench is not even looking to see whether or not they challenge this. Harper goes up. Where does Chet foul him here? Extends his right hand and hits the ball. I think this is worthy of a challenge. And Mark Dagnos looking at his assistants, they will not challenge. That ball, that hand from Holmgren was on ball first. And Harper misses the free throw. 30-24, but Chet is very active in game 4. He's been really good.
Actually, he never touched the ball. It was all wrist.
2 blocks. He'll check out now with 2
what
fouls.
I tell y'all, be careful with this guy.
I just questioned whether or not you challenged that call. I think the Thunder would have won it had they challenged. 10:06
They would have lost the challenge, I promise.
Back in with 2. As Harper readies for the second free throw, spins the ball in front of him, the lefty arcs and knocks it down. 31-24, the Spurs are back up 7 after OKC had gotten to within 4. Caruso on the handle, played by Champagnie to the trailing Hartenstein. Joe wants it, comes out front to get it. Working left on Fox, steps to the wing and cranks a 3 and back rims it. He forced that shot. Rebound is off to Champagnie. Feeding Harper across the timeline, weaving to the baseline on McCain, sets up Champagnie. Plowing by Caruso down the lane, lays it up on Hartenstein, not close. Ihart held his ground with verticality. Joe's got the loose ball, giving to Wallace. Kaysen dancing, dashing baseline on the run, lays it up, and overshoots the rim. Cornette's got the loose ball. Thunder wallowing at 35% shooting. Harper back, lays it up on Caruso. His foul going up by Alex. So the Spurs can push back to a 9-point lead right now as the Thunder just failing to sustain offense tonight against San Antonio's defense. 9:29 left in the second. We're watching the play here by Caruso, and he clearly hit the right arm. So the Thunder have 2 team fouls. The Spurs 1 in the second quarter. Dylan Harper playing through an adductor issue that sidelined him for part of game 2 in Oklahoma City. Off the bench has no points but no field goals made, and 1 point at the line. He's 1 of 3 there, missing the first. Harper is not the same forceful player he was early in the series as a result of that injury, one would surmise. San Antonio is pushing the Thunder's advances away here, leading by 7. 31-24 with 9:29 left in the second. Harper readies with the second fling. That one is around and off, no good. He missed another as Hartenstein peels his 4th rebound off the iron. Thunder up 2 on the glass, trail by 7 on the scoreboard. McCain on the handle. 24 in game 3, none tonight. Reversing field, nearly lost it. Hartenstein has it top of the key. Angling right, now reversing field, giving to Joe. Swirling right. Elevates, fires. A long 2 is off. Rebound volleyed, and Wallace has it. Lays it up inside Champagnie, blocks his layup. No foul call. Fox up the right side to Champagnie. Julian dumps it left wing to Cornette, who slings the ball near midcourt to Fox. De'Aaron dancing to the wing. Shuttles baseline on Wallace. Nothing there. Spins in deep. Lays it up. Blocked by Caruso. It's off the hand of Hartenstein, out of bounds, though. How is there 14 restored to the shot clock? How would that be? That ball went to the rim well inside of 14 on the clock. Never got to the iron, I don't think. 14 stays on the shot clock. Fox out, converting 1 of 4 shots. Castle back in. Right now, the Thunder offense is flat line in a big way at 33% shooting and 1 of 8 on threes. 8:41 left till halftime. Thunder down 7. Castle gets it in out front to Champagnie. Retreats to midcourt. Wide right to Castle. Played by McCain. Pushes off baseline. Arcs a fadeaway 15-foot jumper. No good. Loose ball thoughtful. Cornette has it. Lays it up and lays it in. McCain's got to go get that ball. Reached over instead of diving on it. Allowed it to be deflected to Cornette. Spurs by 9. McCain feeds Hartenstein in the lane. He leans in, misses the layup on his own miss, lays it in. So Ihart's got 10. OKC breaks the drought on that deuce, but trails by 7. Harper loses the ball. Wallace picks his pocket. Challenging Champagnie, lays it up. And has that shot blocked and knocked out of bounds by Dylan Harper. 33-26. Thunder have done a poor job converting in fast break opportunities in the series. Under 45% shooting on the break with numbers. McCain out, scoreless, 0 of 5 shooting, 0 of 3 from 3. Caruso out as well. Alex has yet to strike. Lou Dort, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander return, joining Case and Wallace. Aaron Wiggins inbounding, and Isaiah Hartenstein. Thunder from 3 are 1 of 8. 8:17 left in the second. Thunder down 7 as Shea has it off the elbow left. To the foul line, pump fakes. Swiped at by Castle twice. Spins. Goes airborne. Castle knocked it away. Hartenstein gets it back. Free again. It's on the deck. Shea fights to retrieve the ball. And a tie-up. No, a shot clock violation against Oklahoma City. This is not basketball, folks. Shea's being undressed every time Castle swipes at him, knocks him, pushes him. Castle got away with a shove on Holmgren for a backcourt violation earlier tonight, and the Spur fans are rabid. This is what they like to see. One of the timeouts, they had a wrestler come out and clobber Rumble the Bison, a caricature with a chair. That's what we're looking at here. Dort dared attempt to strip Castle of the ball, but he's called for a foul in the backcourt, his second, and that's the Thunder's 3rd team foul. 33-26 San Antonio. Oklahoma City's offense is flatline right now. Castle shadowed by Dort. Feeds Barnes stepping out front, slot right against SGA. Isolated. Wembanyama wants it, catches top of the key, faces up on Hartenstein, jab steps, 8 to shoot he does. An 18-foot jumper that tumbles in. He's got 13, and the Spurs go back up 9. They are showing the way in game 4. 35-26, 4.5 into the second. Shea at midcourt, loses the ball off his leg out of bounds, because Castle again gets away with the shove. That's the Thunder's 8th turnover. The Spurs have 3. In terms of this game, Mark Daigneault's not happy with it. I wouldn't be either. Because the Spurs have decided we're going to push the envelope as far as we possibly can. And is Daigneault challenging that possession call, believing there was approximate foul? I believe he is, and I think he should win this. Clearly, Castle shoved SGA to dislodge the ball. There's no question about that. 9-point game. Thunder down 35-26 with 7:32 left in the second as the Thunder challenge for the first time. This is Thunder basketball.
LS, The Village, Oklahoma City, proudly serving the great state of Oklahoma. A Cumulus media station.
Welcome back. Over the Thunder's last 33 playoff games, their opponent has had more turnovers in 30 of those 33. So far tonight, Oklahoma City twice as many turnovers as San Antonio, 7-3. Send it back to San Antonio. Here's Matt Pinto.
Grab your crew and get in the game. Thunder Playoff Basketball is always on at Thunder Watchstones and Bar Networks, presented by Michelob Ultra. Find a watch zone near you at OKCThunder.com/Bar Network. Well, a foul is what they determine it is on any game night, and unfortunately for the Thunder, they're calling nothing against the Spurs in this one. Thunder attempting 3 free throws, the Spurs 10, and the challenge by Mark Daigneault unsuccessful. I'm not sure what a foul is because Castle.
I told you it wasn't going to be successful.
Ball trickled off of Shea's body out of bounds. Thunder bench, which has been so supreme on this playoff run, not so much tonight. 2 of 12 collective shooting between McCain, Jay Will, Alex Caruso, Kenrich Williams, Aaron Wiggins, and Isaiah Joe. Thunder reserves outscored by their counterparts from San Antonio 7-6. And OKC's coughed up 4 turnovers in the quarter, 7 on the night. And they've made only 3 of 11 shots in the frame. Thunder had pulled within 28-24 with 10:53 left in this quarter, and the Spurs have gone on a 7-2 spurt since and have the ball, up 9. SGA contests Harrison Barnes, sweeps off the right side high, cross-court left wing Champagny wide open, starts a three-pointer that's no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Barnes, tried to save it. Dort comes up with it though, nice hustle by Lugens, and the Thunder get it back. A grinder of a night, 5 minutes into the quarter, Shea dances, shuttles and bounce feeds to Hartenstein in deep, throws it down as Wembanyama fell. Excellent threading the needle bounce pass by back-to-back MVP, his 5th assist, as Hartenstein's got a dozen. OKC within 7, 35-28. Castle roaming out front on the bounce, shadowed by Wiggins. Works to the wing, sets up Wembanyama straight away. Slashing right on Hartenstein, pump fakes. Twice, nothing there, steps to the bucket, floats it up, loses the ball out of bounds. Wanted to sling it off the backboard and go get it himself, but he couldn't maintain his balance. And that becomes a Spur turnover, their 4th. 35-28, Oklahoma City mounting a rally here with 6:40 left in the second. Dort on the handle. Can't shake Champagny, gives it high post left to Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander grabbed by Castle, comes to it left wing. Drives into traffic, reverses field. 8 to shoot. Castle hand checks him. Dort screens, and they call Lou for a moving screen on Castle. That kind of night. Challenges galore on the road, and the Thunder are down 7 despite a rough night scoring. Only 35% shooting, 1 of 8 on threes. 6:28 left till the break as Lugens Dort picks up his second foul. McCain back in, joining Wiggins, Dort, SGA, and Hartenstein. Right now, Mark Daigneault trying to find 5 that will coalesce offensively. Rough night at that end. Barnes, same play. High post right against SGA. Holds as Wembanyama got grazed by McCain, and a whistle ensues because Scott Foster blows the whistle. That's just not the way it's being called the other way. It's laughable. It's the 4th Thunder team foul at the foul limit with 6 minutes and 18 seconds left in the quarter. I mean, Shea literally could be on his 3rd or 4th uniform tonight, the way he's being molested and undressed by the Spur defense. Fox will inbound far sideline. Gets the ball back from Castle. Slides to the top key, left wing to Barnes, pump fakes. Dort closes on him, and Lugens Dort knocks Barnes down with an undisciplined closeout, and free throws are coming for Harrison Barnes. Lou is still down, favoring one of his legs. 35-28, San Antonio shown the way throughout. There were 6 lead changes early, but the Thunder last led 8-7. As Dort came down really hard and thankfully was able to brace his fall with his hands and arms. He's got 3 fouls now, and Harrison Barnes goes to the free throw line. A rarity on this roster, a legit vet. He's in his 13th NBA season, owns an NBA title with the Golden State Warriors, and also an Olympic gold medal in 2016 with Team USA. Barnes with the first. It's good. San Antonio 6 of 11 foul shooting. Thankfully not shooting them well there, or they'd be well in front. Leading by 8 right now as it is at 36-28. Question becomes, can the Thunder mount enough offense tonight? Because the Spurs are being allowed to get away with murder, and the Thunder are not creating good space on their shots as yet. Barnes and the Spurs look to go up 9 again, and they don't. He misses back rim. Gilgeous-Alexander plucks the carom and defers to McCain in the backcourt. Jared, picked up by Fox, gets a Gilgeous-Alexander pick. Touch passes left wing to Hartenstein. Back to Shea, working the angle left. Weaving left, pulls up. Fires, 13-foot jumper, a beauty. Gilgeous-Alexander, the mid-range master, now has 8. And OKC's down 6, 36-30. Fox to Wembanyama on the dribble weave. Wembanyama working the angle right, crossing over on the dribble, whips the ball wide left to Fox. But he gets it the second time. 38-30 San Antonio. Wembanyama, big night with 13 points. Gilgeous-Alexander gets a Caruso pick. Works to the middle. Champagny on him. Crosses him over into the paint. Pump fakes. Bounce passes low to Hartenstein. Contained by Wembanyama. He's got to get rid of it. Lobs up the sideline to Shea, who runs it down with 6 to shoot. Thunder have to go. Shea slashes left on Wembanyama. Knocked down, and a foul coming on Wembanyama. It'll be a kicking foul, and it'll be his first. Side out Thunder, only the Spurs' second team foul with 5:16 left in the second. Boy, ample contact from multiple Spur defenders, and yet they continue to grouse in San Antonio. Wembanyama, a blocking foul, his first. Hartenstein sits down with a dozen points. Authored his playoff career high 18 earlier on this playoff run for the Thunder. Spurs maintain command, up 8. Thunder not going away, though, with 5:16 left in the second. Jay Will enters, Hartenstein exits. Caruso top of the key. Shea wants it, gets it off the left elbow, crowded by Castle, isolated, 7 to shoot. Shea drives left, steps back, fires, the wing 16-foot jumper, no good. Castle underneath him, no whistle. Blown by Scott Foster, the shot's off. Barnes into the paint. Drop steps on Jay Will, lays it up, it's blocked by Jay Will, gets the loose ball, hustling, and then Castle knocks it away out of bounds. Jay Will says, what about a foul call? He looks at his right arm. This is egregiously awful. Thunder down by 8, working through it with 4:56 left in the second quarter. McCain on the handle, scoreless, picked up by Fox crossing the timeline. Shea screens. McCain drives by Castle into the paint. Steps away, nothing there, gives it SJ between the rings, 8 to shoot. Shea swiped out by Fox, holds around his ankles. Isolated, barrels right, bounce feeds corner right, Jay Will, up with a rainbow three-pointer, online, no good, he back rimmed it. Fox has a loose ball, Thunder made 1 of 9 threes. Castle picked up by SGA to the trailing Wembanyama, who strokes a 3 straight away of his own. It's no good, in and out. Jay Will loses the rebound off the hand of Fox, out of bounds. No, they say it's off of Jared McCain. It's not the first time McCain has allowed a ball to get through his hands in this game, and with the stakes on the line, that's got to change. Thunder twice had a chance to secure the rebound there and didn't do it either time. 14 to shoot, Fox out. Keldon Johnson in for the Spurs, who bid for a double-digit lead this trip. The cell in the corner, up the sideline to Wembanyama. Strokes a three-pointer, online but back rimmed. And the rebound is gathered by Holmgren, who returns. That's his 5th retrieval of this game. It's a rock fight. Thunder down 38-30 in San Antonio. Shea drives right, bumped by Castle, fouled by Castle. He's done a whole lot worse many times tonight. That time whistled for the indiscretion, his second foul. And the Spurs have 3 as a team, 1 more to give with 4 minutes and 9 seconds left in the second frame. Caruso to inbound, joined by SGA, Holmgren, McCain, and Jay Will. OKC has only Hartenstein in double figures with a dozen. Shea's got 8 on 3 of 8 shooting, but the 3-ball not there at all for the Thunder, 1 of 9 on the night. Harper now guards SGA. Sliding right on the dribble, lost it off his foot out of bounds because Harper raked it away. So the Thunder are not playing Thunder basketball. They have 10 turnovers in the half. Right wing Johnson plows inside on Holmgren, lays it up, and Caruso from behind helped out and bats the layup away out of bounds. Thunder are certainly competing defensively, but on the offensive end, it's not pretty at all right now. They've been held to 30 points 8 minutes into the second quarter, averaging 120 a game in the playoffs. Castle underneath, 17 to shoot. Pass fakes and lobs to Wembanyama off the high elbow. Drives the paint and is fouled on a reach-in by Caruso. So Wembanyama will attempt his 5th and 6th free throws. The Thunder as a team have attempted 3 in the half. 3:56 left in the second quarter. Caruso guilty on the reach-in of his 3rd foul. So Dort has 3, Caruso 3, no Spur with any more than 2, and that's Dylan Harper. Castle has only 1. I misspoke earlier. San Antonio by 8. Spurs led at the end of a quarter by 9, and it's a 9-point game right now as the Thunder offense just lacks traction. We'll see if they can spring some things at the break when they regroup and go through whatever strategy they'll deploy to make some adjustments. They've been outrun 7-0 on the break, outscored 11-4 in second chance tallies, and on the scoreboard down 9, 39-30. with 3:56 left in the second quarter. Thunder scoreless over the last 2 minutes of this game. Wembanyama with the free throw. That one on the way good. So it's a 10-point San Antonio advantage. The Thunder have a strike in them the final 3:50 till halftime. We'll see. Shea across the timeline, greeted by Castle. Caruso screens. Shea to the baseline, draws two. One of them Wemby. Up the sideline to Caruso, driving left to right. Bounce feeds it deep to Holmgren. Lays it up, and he's fouled doing so by Wembanyama, who picks up his second. Have to continue to attack Wembanyama. You cannot just be deterred by his presence. Thunder, good job that time, breaking Holmgren free in the back door on a feed from Caruso. Not an assist, but could turn into one, in essence, if Holmgren makes both free throws. He has 4 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 blocks in game 4 against Chet. First foul shot up, in and out, no good. Thunder 3 of 4 at the line, and this is a game in which every opportunity you've got to find a way to maximize. You just have that sense in this game. They're down 10, 40-30 are the Thunder. Cason Wallace and Alex Caruso scoreless, checks out. Holmgren has shot free throws well in the playoffs at 86%, but 0 of 1 tonight. Spurs 40, the Thunder 30. Kenrich Williams back in. Played a scoreless stint of 5 minutes earlier this half. Thunder bench not accounted for yet, only 6 points from the guys that have been called upon in reserve. Holmgren readies with a second. That one is up, looks good and is. Thunder down 9, seek stops. 3:43 left till halftime. They're out of fouls, as is San Antonio now. Castle picks up the bounce, crossing the timeline against Wallace. Kicks right corner for an open three by Harper. That's up, no good. Loose ball volleyed and contained by whom? McCain out of the pack, squirts up the right side. Now the Spurs converge. He's pinned in the corner by Devin Vassell. Works out front behind a Holmgren pick, and a foul coming on San Antonio. Keldon Johnson snowplows Chet Holmgren. That'll bring free throws for Chet with 3:22 left in the second quarter. Holmgren very active in this game, and I think he recognizes the magnitude of the moment. A win, and you're up 3-1 in the series. But beyond that, no J-Dub due to a hamstring strain, and no A.J. Mitchell due to a calf strain tonight for the Thunder. Holmgren 1 of 2 at the line. Readies for the first of 2. His team down 9. Make it 8. 40-32 with 3:22 left till intermission. Thunder closed the first quarter relatively strong, 7-3 over the Spurs. Can they mount a similar close to the second? Neither side shooting well. The Spurs down to 37%, the Thunder 35%. San Antonio's made 3 more threes than OKC and 3 more free throws. It stays at 3 more as Chet missed another foul shot. Spur ball off the rebound by Keldon Johnson. In possession, up 8. Johnson powers baseline on Kenrich Williams. Between defenders, layup block going up by Holmgren. Free inside and gathered by Castle. Ball rolls out to midcourt to Vassell. Corner right Johnson working on Kenrich Williams. Into the paint. Doubled. And Wallace says, excuse me, I'll take that. Kaysen back across the timeline. Look out for Wemby from behind. Ball comes to Shea straight away. Ducking right. Elevates and fires. Fadeaway 20-foot jumper. Short and a forced shot. Not a good one. Gilgeous-Alexander 3 of 9. Shea in the backcourt was called for a reach-in foul on Devin Vassell. Not the Thunder's quarter and half at all. 2:48 left in the second. San Antonio 40, Oklahoma City 32. A rough go on the offensive end. Gilgeous-Alexander 3 of 9. The bench contributing only 6 to the cause. And right now the Thunder have the Spurs in position, believing they can make this a 2-2 series by night's end. Right now San Antonio is going to the free throw line, up 8. This is Thunder basketball.
We got a rough basketball game tonight. West Side. Kind of look like it's an old school East Side game. No pun intended. I'm just saying. A lot of physicality, less basketball playing. Huh.
Over in the Eastern Conference Finals, the New York Knicks have a commanding 3-0 lead in their series with Cleveland after their win yesterday, 121-108. The Knicks shot 56% from the field.
Come on, guys.
And got 30 points from Jalen Brunson. They're 1 win away from their first finals appearance since 1999. The Cavaliers will try to extend the series tomorrow. Let's send it back to San Antonio. Here's Matt Pinto.
Match your playoff energy with fresh Thunder gear. The official Thunder shop has fits for every fan. Shop at Paycom Center Thunder Shop or at OKCThunder.com/shop. Well, it's a grinder, game 4. Welcome back to San Antonio's Frostbank Center. Spurs being allowed license to maim, and their defense has limited the Thunder to 34% shooting, 1 of 9 from 3. OKC trying to push through a 5 of 16 shooting second quarter, scoring only 13. They're 0 of 4 from 3 with 5 turnovers. They've done a really good job, though, shutting down the Spur offense, which dinged them for 28 in the first quarter, holding the Spurs to 12 in the frame. San Antonio 4 of 19, 0 of 5 from 3 with no assists and 4 giveaways themselves. But the question becomes, can the Thunder find some space? Oklahoma City has come in last 8 games making 41% of their three-point shots. Tonight, 1 of 9. They're down by 4 in rebounds, 25-21, down by 8 in second chance points, 12-4, and on the break, trailing 7-0. Devin Vassell for free throws, arcs the first, and misses that. So an epidemic of missed free throws both ways. The Spurs are now 8 of 15. The Thunder are 5 of 7. In a game that sees San Antonio on top, 40-32. McCain, Wallace, Kenrich Williams, Chet Holmgren, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the Thunder. As Vassell's second is up, that one tumbles good, but not clean. San Antonio by 9. That's where it stood after 1, so no blood yet here in the second. Both sides out of fouls as Wallace trots across the timeline on the handle. Angles right, gives slot left to McCain, left wing Kenrich Williams. Fake the handoff, comes out front to Survey, giving to SGA, guarded by Harper. Angles left where Vassell's on, 7 to shoot. Shea jump stops in the paint, spins, kicks out front Wallace. 2 to shoot. Down the lane, lays it up on WEMBAYAMA, and lays it in. Oh, what a shot by Cason Wallace, fearlessly attacking the unanimous defensive player of the year. That was sweet. Harper in the paint, spins twice, floats it up on the run, and misses from 5. Ooh, and on the handle, and it was sweet, but he missed the shot. Wallace back. Down the lane on Champagne. He lays it up left-handed. No good. Tip followed by Holmgren. Is a beauty with the left hand. Thunder scoring 4 straight. Pull within 5 at 41-36. Chet with his best game of the series. 8.6 rebounds and 2 blocks. Fox, slot left WEMBAYAMA, pump fakes, drives. Sidesteps. Across his body, sends it to the rim. No good, but he flips in his own miss. Well, how impressive at 9 feet. 43-36. WEMBAYAMA 17. Gilgeous-Alexander played by Harper. Castle is out. Shea grinds baseline. Steps away, fires. The rainbow 17-foot fling is nothing but net. Oh, what a shot. Pot of gold at the bottom of that rainbow, baby, as Gilgeous-Alexander has 10. Back quickly, Vassell, bottled up by Kenrich Williams, retreats to midcourt. Works up the right sideline, contested heavily. 1:28 left in the half. OKC within 5. Harper between the rings, played by Kenrich Williams. 8 to shoot. Harper, the rookie, wants a screen, gets it from Vassell. Comes to the wing and feeds baseline WEMBAYAMA. 3 to shoot against Holmgren. 2 to shoot, does a rainbow one-legged 21-foot jumper. Not there, well defended. Holmgren gobbles up his 6th rebound. Thunder back in business, down only 5 on an 8-3 burst. 1:05 left till halftime. SGA gets a Wallace pick. Whip inside to Cason, indeed. Out of traffic, corner left McCain up with a 3 that's online, no good. Kenrich Williams has the miss, but he's called for an over-the-back foul. I would love to see a replay of that sequence. Kenrich Williams had a beeline to the basketball and barely grazed Devin Vassell. But a big part of the story on this night thus far is the Thunder are not making three-point shots. They're 1 of 10 from distance. McCain was wide open in the left corner a moment ago, couldn't get it to fall. He's on the schneid right now on the night, 0 of 6 from the field and 0 of 4 from 3. Vassell back at the line after the gift foul on Kenrich Williams. Thunder within 5, 58.2 left in the second quarter in a grinder of a game, a rock fight, in fact. Vassell made only 1 of 2 a moment ago, knocks down the first here. He's 2 of 3 at the line. His team has attempted 18 foul shots after this sequence. The Thunder 7. Who's the reigning champ? Vassell readies for the second. Castle back in to defend the final 58 seconds for the Spurs. Both sides out of fouls. Devin Vassell readies for that second free throw. It rolls in. He's got 9 for the Spurs, who are led by WEMBAYAMA's 19. Thunder paced by Hartenstein with a dozen and SGA 10. Thunder down 7. They want a strong finish to the quarter. McCain picked up crossing the timeline by Fox. Gives it on the wing to Kenrich Williams. Back to McCain, who missed a wide open 15-foot pull-up in the paint. But Wallace ties up Champagny in the backcourt, and those two will jump it up down in the Thunder end with 22 on the shot clock. Well, oftentimes it's said it's a make-or-miss league. The Thunder don't subscribe to that at all, but they are missing good shots down the stretch of this second quarter. Jared McCain, who was so electrifying with 24 on Friday, 0 of 7 shooting 2 days later in Game 4. Wallace and Champagny vie for it, 22 on the shot clock. They're in the crouch. Ball is in the air, and it's back tapped by Champagny off the body of Wembanyama. The Spurs have it up by 7, 45-38. Fox slithers right of the paint. Retreats and lobs right wing Vassell, slashing, jump stopping, fading. 13-foot jumper is up and in. Tough shot. And the Spurs go up 9, so the Thunder's mini run a moment ago is negated. 25 seconds left in the quarter. Shea up the left sideline. Swiped out by Castle. Yo-yo on the bounce. Stationary right now. Shot clock at 12. Game clock 18. Thunder down 9. Shea driving left. Corner left finds Wallace. Keys up a rainbow three-pointer. No good. Kenrich Williams fights for the loose ball. Grapples. Does he get it? He does. And instead now it rolls to Champagny, 5 seconds. Vassell crossing the timeline to Wembanyama with 2. From midcourt firing, a 50-foot at the buzzer that he hits. That's typical of this game. San Antonio 50, the Thunder 38 at halftime on the Wembanyama 50-foot jumper. Halftime coming with Gideon and Matt next. This is Thunder Basketball.
Drop 51 feet. Wembanyama. To get them to 50, I was wondering if anybody's even going to get to 100. It's been a long time since you can get on a microphone and say, first one to 100 wins the game. And you really do mean it. OKC, only 38 points. When was the last time you've seen that in a playoff game? Never. Potoi, halftime. Get some grub, have a beverage, have a smoke, do it all responsibly. Hopefully have a much better played second half. More basketball, less physicality. This is basketball, not football. See y'all in a little bit.
The Oklahoma City Thunder halftime show with Gideon Hamilton and Matt Ravis, now on the Oklahoma City Thunder Radio Network.
Hey, it's halftime in San Antonio, Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals. Right now, the Spurs have a 50-38 lead over the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm Gideon Hamilton. Matt Ravis is here with me as well. Welcome in to the Oklahoma City Thunder halftime show. And Matt, let's go ahead and take a look at this from, first of all, the most important element of any game, any sport, whatever it might be, is the possession element. How many more opportunities are you getting? And in this case, in the first half, at least for right now, the Spurs have the advantage over Oklahoma City. The Thunder have more turnovers than San Antonio does. San Antonio also a couple of critical second chance opportunities, even though Oklahoma City has cashed in on some of those. And it's made a big difference because both of these teams are equally awful offensively at 36% shooting.
Yeah, both these teams have had a really a hard time scoring, and I attribute that a lot to the physicality. But the turnovers, you mentioned that. It's not as if it's a huge difference in points off, but the Thunder haven't been able to generate many live ball turnovers, and the Thunder have had some careless ones on their own part, and then they are -8 in the second chance points, to your point.
I still want to talk about the Thunder here, but there's one element that we have to include San Antonio in, and that's the way that they're defending certain players here in the first half, because I think it has played a role in Oklahoma City's futility offensively. Some of it is they're just not making the shots that they made in every game in this series so far, but part of that is there's a lot of attention up front, especially when Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is in the game. The first two ball handlers of any possession are going to be targeted there and really, really pushed up on, have their airspace occupied by a Spurs defender. And I think San Antonio's done a really good job of that.
No, they have, and their point of attack defense has been really, really good, and they've been extremely physical. Like they're returning the favor that the Thunder basically gave them in the previous game. So they've had a great balance rather between being aggressive, but also I think their discipline is a lot better too,
yeah.
Gideon, along with the schematic change. Like in game 3, how many times did they bite on these pump fakes and get up in the air, and the Thunder were able to get to the foul line? There was none of that. The closeouts have been much better, and I think if they can maintain that level of defense, they're going to have a great chance to win this game, especially if they get anything from their offense.
Is that what's going on the bench? Because some of these guys are not getting shots up, but I still think even with some of the shots that have missed from the reserves, and they're combined, Matt, 1 of 9 on 3-point shots, and have been very poor shooting overall in this game, coming off of a game where they had a historic performance in Game 3, one of the best bench scoring outings ever. And the law of averages does not apply to this team. They're just as likely to go out and score in as many again. Against those guys, is it the Spurs' attention, or are they getting some of the shots that they got in the previous game and just not knock them down this time?
I've gotten some decent cracks at it, and in the second quarter, I thought the Thunder were lucky to get that within 5. Now it's a 12.1, but a 12-point margin. I thought that the Thunder did not do a good job of hitting timely shots to where they could end the quarter well. I also think it's partly what they've done on Shai, the Spurs have. I think they've done a better job of finding balance there and shading over if you need to, but not over aggressively helping. And so these shots have not been as parking lot, vacant lot type of 3-pointers, and they haven't felt as in rhythm as in the previous game.
Well, let's talk about those big guys for Oklahoma City, and in this case, Matt, big guys, big numbers. Isaiah Hartenstein comes out and hits the first 4 shots for Oklahoma City. All of those were lengthy floating jump shots that he's mastered. And Chet Holmgren already has 7 rebounds, 2 of those offensive, including a big guiding tip-in that got the Thunder to within 9 when they were making that first run from down 15 for the second time in as many games. Talk about the play of the Thunder's big men in the first half.
Well, you mentioned it all right there. I mean, they came out and kind of spammed the Isaiah Hartenstein and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander pick and roll, and he takes 6 of their first 9 shots, gets 8 points, all on that push shot, which is big. I do think San Antonio can live with that, and I think Chet has been better in this game more consistently. Had a big block on Julian Champagnie as well as a putback. Had some nice rebounds as you mentioned there. So those guys have made a pretty good impact, and Chet is the only player who's played considerable minutes in the first half who's on the plus side of the plus minus.
And we talked about, you have J-Dub and A.J. Mitchell out of this game. Cason Wallace gets the start. Cason hasn't shot well here in the first half. He's 1 of 7, but he does have 4 rebounds. He has a couple of steals, and the Thunder are only 2 points in the negative when he has been out there. We've also seen a little bit more of Aaron Wiggins and Kenrich Williams in this game, Matt.
Yeah, and they're needing those guys because especially Aaron can push the pace and can create his own shot, create for others as well. And Kenrich Williams, you knew that button was going to be pressed at one point in time, and those are both guys who are going to pick their spots. They only got 2 combined shots up there, so we'll see what is left for them in the second half. I do think that you feel a little bit of the pressure that is alleviated when an AJ is on the floor or when a Dub is on the floor with Shea. All of a sudden, that outlet is not there, and so guys aren't as comfortable handling the ball, even though they do have guys who can still do so. So something that you're going to have to work around because those guys aren't obviously able to come back tonight.
Yeah, Kenrich only a -3. Aaron Wiggins actually a +5 in his 7 minutes. Isaiah Joe a +2. The guys that played a little bit more, those were the guys that kind of floundered when they were out there at least. Jay Will, -12. Alex Caruso, -11. Jared McCain, a -13. Jared has yet to hit from the floor. He's taken 7 shots already. Go ahead.
Everything in general has been very off-kilter. It's felt very off-rhythm for the Thunder offense. Now, the good news is that is something that is very fixable, especially if they can start to force some of those live ball turnovers. We know how that's how they create momentum for themselves on that end. But it's been very off-rhythm so far.
And it was like that most of the first half, and you look up and they're within 5. And I know the Spurs scored a couple of trips down, but I was fully prepared to talk about that. Like almost nothing has gone well for Oklahoma City. They're out of rhythm. The other team is dictating the pace, and you're still within a few and even now you're still within a few possessions of these guys. So that's what they're talking about right now in the Thunder locker room. Coming up next, we'll talk about the Spurs side of things as they lead the Thunder by 12 at the break. You're listening to the Oklahoma City Thunder halftime show.
It's your lucky day every day here at Riverwind Casino.
With nearly 3,000 of your favorite games.
Hedge your bets on the biggest wins and unbeatable entertainment.
Play your best hand yet on blackjack or roulette.
Get rewarded like the VIP you are when you use your wild card.
And enjoy the best food, drinks, and service in the Metro. Win with the best.
And we'll see you at Riverwind.
Thunder up with the official bank of the Oklahoma City Thunder. For a limited time, score $300 when you open a new checking account with MidFirst Bank. Plus, get the exclusive Thunder or Rumble debit card and show your Thunder pride when you purchase game day gear or refreshments. Visit midfirst.com for more details. MidFirst Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Oklahoma City Thunder halftime show. Gideon Hamilton, Matt Ravis here with you. The Spurs with a 50-38 lead over the Oklahoma City Thunder. And, man, what a finish to that half, Matt. Victor Wembanyama, a half-court three-point shot. It was just their 5th of the half. They really struggled as well, 4 of 15 before that shot went in. But Victor plus 16 in his 18 minutes, a theme that we've seen so far in this series. Every game, the Spurs have been better when Victor has been on the floor.
And so now the Spurs are at plus 37 total when Wemby is on. They are minus 41 when Luke Cornett is on. So, you're right. That's been a big difference in the series. And not very much you can do about a guy canning that kind of shot at the half. I mean, you just have to tip your cap. But the Spurs definitely closed that second quarter much more soundly and more strongly than the Thunder did.
The one thing I'd be saying about the Spurs, you have to be able to knock down, especially open shots. Julian Champagnie, just a couple of dream looks that he missed. Victor Wembanyama, I thought a couple of ill-advised threes there toward the end of the half. And I'm already thinking of ways that the Spurs are going to lose this game. Free throws is certainly chief among them. What do you think about the Spurs' perspective going into the second half here, Matt?
Well, yeah, you need to make the free throws, but they've made 4 more threes than the Thunder. They've made 6 more free throws, 2 more offensive rebounds. They forced 4 turnovers. So they've done all the things I think that they wanted to do heading into this game that they were highlighting on the whiteboard. I think that you have to feel pretty good about the way that you played and the fact that this very well easily could have been a tie game at the half, but you closed it strong. Just haven't been able to make anything around the paint. They're 11 of 24 in the paint.
All right, coming up next, Matt Pinto will have the call of the second half. You're listening to Thunder Basketball.
Seconds from the clock. I'm chomping at the bit here, Frank. I'm telling you, this is a moment in basketball history to really relish in. Back at the offensive end, Ken Chubb musters up all his strength and squeezes down into the paint. He breaks through the screen, posts up with buns out, catches the ball, and order up. And he's called for the double drizzle.
Dude, just get your hot dog and let's get back to our seats. Eat Schwab, the official hot dog of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
You wouldn't get a haircut from your lawn guy. You wouldn't get tax advice from a taxidermist. So if you want windows, talk to the window experts. Pella of Oklahoma has been selling and installing windows for more than 100 years. Check out the Pella showroom to shop hundreds of windows and doors in every price range. Transform your home with advice from the window connoisseurs. Visit your local Pella showroom in OKC or Tulsa, or shop now at PellaOK.com.
It's the Song of the Saints Tour with Phil Wickham. Phil Wickham with new music from Song of the Saints, as well as many of your favorites. Phil Wickham's Song of the Saints Tour with special guest Jamie McDonald. Sunday, September 27th at Paycom Center in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. More info at philwickham.com.
Welcome back. The Spurs with a 50-38 lead over the Oklahoma City Thunder at the break. Send you back to San Antonio here with the call of the second half is Matt Pinto.
Season low 38 in the opening half for the Thunder, and a bench that generated 76 points, a record-breaking number. 2 nights ago has been limited to 6 points in this one for the Thunder. 2 of 15 shooting, 1 of 9 on threes from the collaboration of McCain, Jay Will, Alex Caruso, Kenrich Williams, Aaron Wiggins, and Isaiah Joe. On the flip side, the Spurs have generated 7 from reserve. That's not a great number, but it's more than what the Thunder have. That's my point. Tough sledding when you've made 4 fewer three-pointers than your opponent. Thunder were 1 of 11 from 3. The Spurs 5 of 16. Taking 11 fewer free throws as the Thunder have against San Antonio, converting 6 fewer. Thunder down by a dozen at the break. The WEMBAYAMA bombed from 50 at the buzzer, extended the Spur lead from 9 to a dozen at halftime. WEMBAYAMA's been the best player on either team with 22 points, 5 rebounds, a steal, and 2 block shots. He's plus 16 in this game. Also in double figures for San Antonio, Devin Vassell with 11. Thunder are paced by Isaiah Hartenstein with 12. SGA has 10 on 10 shots. Also has 2 turnovers, though, with 6 assists, minus 12 in the raw plus-minus. The Spurs by 12, battling to tie this series at 2-2. Game 5 coming up on Tuesday at 7:30 at Paycom Center. Points in the paint even at 22. Second chance points heavily to the Spurs, 14-6. And on the break, all San Antonio 7-0. Fast Throw on the playoffs is now Thunder Hall, your go-to spot to watch playoff action. Watch your team on the big screen all postseason long with giveaways, good food, and more. Head to OKCThunder.com/Thunder Hall, that is, for more information. Thunder will have the ball to begin the third quarter. You know their capacity to dominate third quarters, of course, of the regular season. They had dominated the second quarter in the last 2 games in this series to win both. It's Cason Wallace, Isaiah Hartenstein, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Chet Holmgren, and Lou Dort for the Thunder. Lou scoreless with 3 fouls. Wallace picked up crossing the timeline by Fox. Bounce feeds to Holmgren off the elbow. Chet stutter steps onto Vassell, spins, jump stops, doubled. Up top to Wallace, free for 3. Lets it fly fade away. Cha-ching, a Thunder money ball. That'll help. Cason Wallace knocks down his first 3 in 3 tries, and Oklahoma City closes with a 9 on their first thrust of the third. Castle barreling right. Lobs to the rim to Wembanyama, who lays it in. He's fouled doing so. 52-41 Spurs. San Antonio is just doing a much better job getting to their spots tonight than the Thunder are, on both ends. And as a result, they lead by 11, 30 seconds in. Dort, the foul, his 4th. Wembanyama's got 24 points. This resembling his 41-point outburst in Game 1, and you have to give him credit. He's gotten up 17 of the Spurs' 47 shots, so he's front and center in everything they're doing and finding a way to do damage to the Thunder defense tonight. Dort will sit scoreless with 4 fouls. Aaron Wiggins, the man on to replace him. Critical juncture of this game. Early third quarter, Lou Dort, a first-team all-defensive selection a year ago. Foul-riddled. The offense is struggling, and you're down by double figures on the road in San Antonio early in the third quarter, 11:30 showing. Wembanyama to the free throw line, where he is 6 of 6. He and the Spurs 11 of 18. The Thunder are 5 of 7. And this will be a plus 12 in free throw attempts for San Antonio tonight. Wembanyama incredibly deliberate at the line. nails the free throw, and the Spurs are back up 12, 53-41, in large part due to number 1. 25 of the Spurs' 53 points courtesy of Wembanyama. Wallace pounds a dribble up top, slices right. Feeds on the baseline to Hartenstein for a push shot from 10. He arced it and missed it over Wembanyama. Vassell's got the miss. Speed dribbling back. Jump passing baseline to Castle. Plows through Holmgren, lays it in. No blood, no foul apparently. And the Spurs are up 14 as Castle knocks the ball away in the backcourt from Shea, but it's covered up by Wallace. Kaysen speed dribbles to Shea. Left wing Wiggins. Tees up a rainbow three-pointer that's woefully short. Wembanyama has the miss as this game is in peril right now, folks. 55-41 Spurs can mount their largest lead of the game. Castle spins on Wiggins and does just that. 57-41, timeout Thunder, 10:45 left in the third quarter. San Antonio has its largest lead of the series, 16. This is Thunder basketball.
Welcome back. Victor Wembanyama up to 25 points for the Spurs. Stephon Castle with that last basket. A lot made in the first two games, rightfully so, of his turnover total. 20 turnovers for him alone in the first two games. He's cut those way down, a combined 2 now over the last 2 games, at least to this stage in this one. Send you back to San Antonio. Here's Matt Pinto.
Bring more Thunder to your timeline by following the official @OKC Thunder social media channels. You'll get behind-the-scenes access, daily updates, giveaways, and more. Stay locked in and follow @OKC Thunder tonight. Well, the Spurs beat the Thunder by 20 in this building back on December 23rd before the midway point in the season, and they are looking that sort of dominant force right now, building their largest lead of this series, 16, 57-41. They are the hungrier team right now, and it's very evident. Frankly, it's not close. San Antonio 3 of 3 shooting in the quarter, getting to the foul line, converting the 1 free throw, and they've outscored the Thunder since intermission, 7-3 to push a 12-point lead out to 16. So it's one of those moments in a game that you want to go get from the Thunder standpoint, that you've got to find a way to bow your back. Aaron Wiggins remains in along with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Cason Wallace, Isaiah Hartenstein, and Chet Holmgren. OKC down 16. The Spurs steamrolling them right now with Justin Champagnie, Devin Vassell, Stephon Castle, Victor Wembanyama, and De'Aaron Fox. Fox and Harper coming back from injuries since the team returned to San Antonio. The Thunder are down J-Dub tonight along with A.J. Mitchell. Wallace gingerly across the timeline on Fox's pressure on the dribble weave to S.J., turning the corner left, swooping right. Wembanyama shadows him, he fires anyway. An angle right 21-foot jumper off. Rebound deflected out, and a loose ball foul coming on the Spurs, I believe. I think it's on Castle, his second, as he got entangled with Hartenstein underneath. 57-41. Thunder scrapping, but not executing at a high level. 2 of 13 from 3, only 11 assists, 9 turnovers tonight, 34% shooting. In arrears by 16 points. Ample time. It's early third quarter. But can they begin to string together consistency at both ends? 14-3 extended Spur run back to the second. Bounce feed inside to Shea, barreling down the lane, lays it up, lays it in nicely. As the middle opened wide as Wembanyama was lifted, and Hartenstein threaded the needle with his second assist. SGA's got a hard-earned dozen. Thunder seek stops, down 14. Castle to a curl-cutting Wembanyama topic. He jab-stepping Holmgren. Motions cutters, one space. Wembanyama slashing right, in deep. Across his body, gives it up, corner right to Fox. Stripped of the ball by Wallace. It's off the hand of Fox, out of bounds. No, they say it's off of Wallace. From here, it looked like it was off of Fox. 5 to shoot. Holmgren, a good job holding his own on Wembanyama, forcing him to give it up. 5 to shoot now. Hartenstein's on Wemby. Fox to inbound near sideline. His team up 14. Right corner to Vassell, bobbling, getting it. Flinging it up inside Wembanyama, who missed the rim. That's a shot clock violation. And before the violation, Wiggins grabs the loose ball. Back come the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander picked up by Fox. Dancing on the dribble, shuttles left wing. Wembanyama shadow double. Shea needs help. Whips the ball out front to Wiggins. Drives to the wing, nearly lost the dribble, gets it back, sets up Holmgren up top, wide right to Wallace. 7 to shoot. Kaysen into the paint. To the trailing Wiggins. 3 to shoot. Driving right, across his body, fades, and has a 13-foot jumper block. Hartenstein gets a loose ball. It's blocked by Wembanyama going up. Hartenstein clearly hit on the arm without a whistle. The Thunder just cannot get calls in this building with Scott Foster as the crew chief. 57-43, the Spurs get another stop and the ball back. Castle slashing left, he's in deep, sidesteps the defender, lays it up and blows the bunny. Loose ball fought for, Hartenstein grapples and gets it, giving to Shea Gilgeous-Alexander across the timeline. Right wing Wiggins, right corner Holmgren. Pump fakes, won't shoot 3 on Wembanyama. Up the sideline, we have what call? The foul off the ball. I think Vassell for grabbing Wiggins, or is it on Castle? That's a quick second team foul on the Spurs with 9:19 left in the third quarter. Something's got to dramatically change, or the Thunder are headed home for Game 5 on Tuesday night in a tie series at 2-2. Is that something changing? Alex Caruso's entry. We'll see. He's scoreless in this game. During this playoff series against San Antonio, he's been dynamite in every single game. Caruso averaging 21 a night and making 69% of his shots. Hartenstein off the inbound, lifted, high right. Gilgeous-Alexander comes to it behind him. Swooping left, Wembanyama on him. Shea retreats, 7 to shoot. One-on-one on Vassell, crosses him over. Bounce feeds corner right Wiggins, tees up a rainbow three-pointer that's way off. Hartenstein fights the rebound, can't get it. Fox has it. Thunder struggles, continue for 3. Wiggins offering no remedy. Fox dancing, slot right. Gives it between the rings to Vassell and gets it back. De'Aaron Fox, a 2-time All-Star with 12 to shoot, goes to work. Guarded by Wallace, ducking left, played by Wiggins on a switch. Fox pushing, probing, floats it up, an air ball. Loose ball tipped out. Caruso has it, well defended. Alex to the middle in transition. Down the lane, to the rim, scoops it off the window, no good. 57-43 Spurs as Wembanyama has his 6th rebound. The Thunder struggles continue in a big way offensively. Wembanyama right wing, strokes a three-pointer that's online, no good. He front-rimmed it. Castle looks to follow with a flush, and he's foul going up by SGA. Missed the shot, but gets free throws. And that's a prime example of the Thunder just being beaten to the punch consistently tonight. Being out-rebounded, 32-28. Outscored in second chance points by 4. On the break by 9. As Stephon Castle goes to the free throw line for the first time in the game. He was the benefactor of 14 foul shot attempts on Friday. 57-43 Spurs dominating the Thunder in Game 4. 8:26 left third quarter. Castle with the first stroke. It's pure. And San Antonio attempting its 21st free throw now. Oklahoma City has attempted a third of that. 7. Fox and Champagnie out. Dylan Harper enters along with Harrison Barnes for San Antonio. So one of the personnel changes that head coach Mitch Johnson has made tonight is more of Harrison Barnes. Barnes played 7 first half minutes, and he's on the floor right now early in the third quarter for San Antonio. All Spurs up 15. Thunder led a couple of times early on, but it's been a San Antonio night thus far at Frostbank Center. Castle's second is perfect, and the Spurs back up to their largest lead of 16, 59-43. Show full court pressure as they have all night. Kaysen Wallace on the handle, navigates front court, played by Harper. Gilgeous-Alexander touched up by both Vassell and Wemby. Feeds a high post up to Hartenstein from behind. Castle strips Hartenstein. Drives and kicks to Wemby to the rim, left-hand dunks. Simple ambush. Thunder not aware of the defender behind them, and they fall behind by 18. This is far and away the Spurs' best effort of the series. Shea down the lane on Wembayama. Stripped, loses it, Barnes has it. Spurs bid for a 20-point lead with 7:53 left in the third. Right of the paint, Barnes, a step on Caruso, lays it up on the run. Can't convert, but Caruso's called for a retreating foul. San Antonio flooring it. Thunder have no answers right now. 61-43 Spurs, 7:48 left to play in quarter number 3. Third quarter has not remotely gone the Thunder's way, and they've not seen to it that happens. 33% Thunder shooting tonight, 2 of 14 from 3, 12 turnovers now to 6 for San Antonio, and the Spurs have swarmed and stuck the Thunder at every turn. Barnes' free throw's good. And San Antonio's on the brink of a 20-point lead with 7:48 left to play in the third quarter, in essence playing for their life in this series. You get down 3-1 historically, and you really have very little chance to come back. And they are battling to make certain that is not the case. They've reduced this to a best-of-3 series. Thunder would still have, if this doesn't change, home court advantage with games scheduled 5 and 7 on their floor. Barnes with a second. It's good. It's a 13-2 Spur run, a 23-5 extended run for a lead of 20. How did the Thunder respond here? Jared McCain in. Joining Caruso, Jay Will, Holmgren, SGA for the Thunder. Shea near midcourt. Works the dribble. Meandering on the perimeter, has 12 on 5 of 12 shooting. Stationary on the bounce. Slices right, pulls up, leans in. Lost a 16-foot jumper, no good. Holmgren rebounds. Steps out of traffic and throws it away. Vassell the steal. Giving to Harper. Sliding away from Jay Will Lobbin. Castle gathers and dunks. All Spurs. 6:43 over the Thunder. 7:17 left. Timeout OKC. This is Thunder basketball.
Welcome back. Over in the Eastern Conference Finals, the New York Knicks now have a commanding 3-0 lead in their series with Cleveland after their win yesterday, 121-108. The Knicks shot 56% from the field in that game. Jalen Brunson led the way with 30 points. Evan Mobley had 24. His Cavaliers will try to extend the series tomorrow. Back to San Antonio. Here's Matt Pinto.
Level up your game this summer at Thunder Youth Basketball Camps presented by Simple Modern. Kids ages 6 to 16 across Oklahoma can learn new skills, compete, and have fun. Find a camp near you at okcthunder.com/summer camps. San Antonio with a vengeance, looking to avenge a 15-point loss on their floor in Game 3 on Friday. All over the Thunder in Game 4, spurting in this third quarter on 8-0, an extended 15-2 blitz to a 22-point lead, outscoring the Thunder in the second and third quarters combined 37-24. They've won every quarter thus far tonight, 28-19 in the first, 22-19 in the second, and the Thunder offense just has not solved the riddle of the San Antonio defense on this night. 2 of 10 third-quarter shooting. They've been forced into 4 turnovers as well. They've given it up 13 times on the night, taking it away only 6 times. And the Spurs right now have their fans dancing inside Frostbank Center. Thunder held to 32% overall shooting, 2 of 14 on threes. Unable to generate any more than the 38 they scored in the opening half. That's a season low, and they've put up only 5 since. Alex Caruso, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jared McCain, Jay Will, and Chet Holmgren deploy for the Thunder off the timeout. Dylan Harper providing on-ball pressure on Caruso, who's scoreless tonight. AC feeds a high post up to Jay Will, who's grabbed by Devin Vassell. Holding, pawed at by Vassell. To the right wing, McCain retreats on the dribble, 8 to shoot. Caruso fed, drives left. Corner left finds Holmgren, tees up a rainbow three-pointer that's short. Rebound, Harper, 1-on-3 will widen out left. Thunder are 2 of 15 from three-point range. You saw that coming, given how well they've shot it recently. Spinning is Harper in the lane on McCain. Gives it up, slot right to Castle. He wants 3 off the angle. It's tumbling up, over, and out to the Thunder. No good. 65-43. Oklahoma City's got to find some traction offensively to make this interesting from here. Midway through the third, all Spurs. Gilgeous-Alexander's been bottled up effectively, held to 12 points with 6 assists on 5 of 13 shootings. Yet to go to the free throw line tonight, aside from 1 try in the first half. Jay Will, hands behind him to McCain. Now to Holmgren, left corner, slicing right to left across the paint. Spins on Wembanyama, fires a rainbow 12-foot jumper that's off. Barnes sheds Caruso underneath. A loose ball foul coming on the Spurs, which will be San Antonio's third as a team. So Caruso extends the possession by getting physical with Barnes inside, but the Thunder struggles continue in a big way. Don't know the status for either A.J. Mitchell or J-Dub heading home for the Thunder for Game 5 on Tuesday at 7:30. Stay tuned on that front. Neither able to go tonight. Jay will inbound. He's been muzzled tonight after a great 18-point outing in Game 3. 1 of 3 shooting for 3 points in this one. The big man gets it into SJ. Thunder bench generating only 6 tonight. Shea crossing over, blows by Castle. Lays it up left-handed, no good, but he's fouled en route to the rim by Castle on a reach-in. And Stephon Castle has his 4th. 65-43. Thunder have a massive mountain in front of them to climb as with 6:19 left in the quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander gets to the free throw line for his 3rd and 4th tries of this game. The Spurs have attempted 23 free throws tonight, the Thunder 7. Shea's first one is good. He's only 1 of 2 in double figures for the Oklahoma City offense, an offense that had been averaging 122.5 a game the last 2, but the Spurs have completely locked them up tonight. Castle exits with 4 fouls, replaced by De'Aaron Fox. Shea, who has a team-high 6 assists, readies for the 2nd free throw. Arcs it and sticks it. Averaging 28.5 a game in the playoffs in this series, averaging 26.7 with a couple of double-doubles. Thunder seek stops, down 20. Harper front court gets a Wembanyama pick, grinds behind it, sets up Fox on the right wing. Or Barnes now in the lane, drop steps, lays it up on Holmgren and misses. Well defended. Caruso nabs the miss, slashing back. Probes and kicks, left corner Jay Will strokes a three-pointer. It's online, but he front rimmed it. Fox has the miss as the Thunder struggles continue from 3, 2 of 16. Wembanyama fed slot right on Jay Will, dancing on the dribble, crossing over, spins, gives it up to Fox out front. Wide left to Vassell, grinding baseline with a step. Shovels right corner to Barnes. It swung out front to Fox, open, left side angle 3 is good. Excellent ball movement by the Spurs, who have 18 assists, 12 for the Thunder, and Oklahoma City's falling back by 23. Largest lead for the Spurs as San Antonio comes up with a deflection off the body of Caruso and gets the ball back, according to referee Curtis Blair. So that's the Thunder's 14th turnover. 68-45 Spurs as Harper probes the middle, sails it up top to Fox, slicing into the paint, jump stops, finds Vassell, top of the key. Devin twirls on Shea, fires a fadeaway 17-foot jumper, no good, but they call Shea for a touch foul. And Devin Vassell benefits by free throws. San Antonio will attempt the 24th and 25th foul shots of this night. 6:21 left, third quarter. Rough night at the office for the reigning champs. In a playoff series, we've talked about it often, every game takes on its own life form. And this one has not resembled anything close to what we've seen in any of the Thunder's previous 11 games on this postseason run. But credit the Spurs. They had to dig in on this night. They had to find a way to win, and they are moving in that direction, leading 69-45 with 5:21 left in the third quarter. Vassell good on the free throw. He's 4 of 5 there, has a dozen. Carter Bryant checks in for San Antonio, as does Luke Cornett. Wembanyama and Barnes take a seat. Isaiah Joe on for the Thunder. On this night, McCain is 0 of 7, Jay Will 1 of 4, Caruso 0 of 1, Kenrich Williams 0 of 1, Aaron Wiggins 0 of 4, and Isaiah Joe 1 of 3. The robust Thunder bench on most nights has not been such tonight. Vassell's second foul shot's good. And the parade to the line continues for San Antonio. 18 of 25 for the Spurs from the stripe, and their lead is now 25. Far and away their largest lead of this series. Shea slot right, drives left on Bryant. Floats it up on the run, no good, but he's hatcheted by Bryant going up and gets back to the free throw line with 7:09 to play in the third. That's the fourth Spur team foul. Mitch Johnson all over Carter Bryant for exposing his hands on the Shea drive. And you have to stay on a team that's championship aspirational as San Antonio's is, the way that Mitch Johnson, their head coach, is right now. Shea's first free throw is up and good. 5:09 left in the third quarter. If the Thunder can cut this down around 13 or so going to the fourth, they may be able to turn the tide, but a lot of work to do between now and then. They're trailing by 24. Gilgeous-Alexander gets them both. 5 of his 15 have come at the foul line tonight, but really nobody accompanying Shea offensively. 70-47 San Antonio. Fox back in the pick by Cornett. Slides left with a step. Elevates and fires. 12-foot jumper trickles around, no good. Fight for the rebound. It's bopped out to SJ, gliding up the left side. Stutter steps on Harper. Contained. Crosses over twice. Comes to the baseline. Draws two. Who's open? Raps trying to feed to Joe on the left wing. Gives it up straight away to Jay Will. Slot right to Holmgren. Drop stepping. Spinning. Left wing to Joe, up top Jay Will, free for three, lets it fly and leaves it short. Carter Bryant has the miss. That typifies the Thunder night, made the extra pass, couldn't convert. Harper back quickly, slicing left to a strong hand. Corner left finds Vassell, open for three, casts it, leaves it short. High for the rebound. Vassell got his own miss, or Harper got the miss and lays it in. So the Spurs now have 16 second chance points, winning all the hustle battles for a 72-47 advantage in game 4. SGA, grabbed by Harper, drives by him. Leans in, floats an alley-oop to Holmgren, catching, laying it up, and missing a left-handed try. Cornett has the loose ball as Chet's 3 of 7. Up the right side, Carter Bryant. To the middle on Jay Will, plows into him, drops steps, but he's called for an offensive foul as Jay Will anticipated the move. A lowering of the left shoulder, and he absorbs the charge. His 5th in this series. All Spurs, though, 4:01 left third quarter. San Antonio led by a dozen thanks to the Wembanyama 50-foot rainbow at the horn. A 9-point lead expanded to 12, and they've not looked back, dominating this third quarter. Justin Champagnie checks in. Dylan Harper out for the Spurs. Game 5 coming up Tuesday. Paycom Center will be rocking for a 7:30 tip. As barring something massive here, these two teams will be looking to break a 2-all deadlock as McCain is grabbed by Carter Bryant, the rookie out front. And that brings the penalty into effect against the San Antonio defense, and the Thunder get rare free throws. Jared McCain a chance to break the ice offensively. McCain's been good this playoff run for the Thunder, no doubt. Jared in his first season in Oklahoma City averaging 9 a night, 14 a game in this series, including a playoff career high 28 in game 3. His first foul shot's good, 72-48. Oklahoma City trailing by as many as 25. Trails right now by 24 with 3:54 left in the third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander, Holmgren, Jay Will, Joe, and McCain, the 5 for the Thunder. Jared's second is on the way, good. It nestles over the front of the rim and down. De'Aaron Fox playing through a high ankle sprain that he suffered late in the Minnesota series in the semifinals. Works the dribble straight away, Thunder in 2-3 zone. Left corner Bryant throws it away, but it's deflected by McCain, who couldn't gather. Champagnie gets it back to Fox. Spinning on Joe, ducking left, steps away, fires, fadeaway 13-foot jumper short, well defended. SJ the loose ball, dribbling back 2-on-3 to the baseline. Comes to the rim and spins in, a gorgeous hesitation left-hand layup. OKC down 21, timeout Spurs, 3:28 left in the third, in a 72-51 contest late third quarter of game 4. This is Thunder basketball. Crossbank Center, fans in the stands are delirious here as they've themed their Spurs. Lay it on the Thunder in Game 4 of this best-of-7 series. OKC limited to 3 of 16 shooting this third quarter with 5 turnovers. Falling behind the Spurs by as many as 25, trail by 21 as plays about to reserve. Thunder about to restart. Thunder limited to 19 first quarter points, 19 of the second, only 13 here in the third. Down by 21 with 3:28 left in the frame. Again, I hearken on the fact the Thunder had averaged 122.5 a game against San Antonio's sturdy defense in winning games 2 and 3. Shots have not fallen tonight. They're 2 of 17 on threes at 31% overall shooting with a dozen assists and 14 turnovers. Left corner 3 by Champagnie off the timeout, in and out, no good. Chet back taps a miss, run down by Joe, grabbed in the backcourt by Fox. And I would think that would be either a clear path or take foul because the Thunder had numbers going the other way as Fox grabbed Isaiah Joe from behind. 3:14 left in the quarter. Fox commits the personal. It'll be his second. And the officials confer. Nick Bookert and Scott Foster joined by Curtis Blair. Thunder believed there was more than simply a common foul here as Wembanyama's readying to re-enter when given a chance. 72-51 Spurs. As the officials come over to let us know the determination.
Rolling on the floor is the transition take foul. We're checking to see if it meets the criteria for a clear path.
So the transition take would mean a free throw plus possession for the Thunder. And if they determine that it is a clear path foul, that's 2 free throws plus possession for Oklahoma City. So that's what's on the line with 3:14 left in the third quarter in a 72-51 game. The Thunder to this point have shown no true traction to get back in this game because they're on the defensive end hustling and fighting, but have allowed the Spurs 25 free throws in the game. They've been called for 18 fouls on the night and have gotten up, at this stage, a dozen fewer foul shots, converting 4 fewer threes. Here's Scott Foster.
Not a clear path. However, the transition take foul will stand. One spot by anybody in the game, and they'll retain possession of the ball.
So you heard Scott Foster let you know the Thunder will be defending to begin the fourth quarter. So we have 3:14 remaining between now and when we get there. We'll see if the Thunder can peck away at this disadvantage. It was 25 a moment ago. It's 21 right now as SGA will shoot the foul committed by De'Aaron Fox. Shea, for the 4th straight season, earlier today, unanimously named first-team All-NBA. Chet Holmgren named third-team All-NBA. Shea is able to drill the transition take front end of the foul on De'Aaron Fox. Now it's Thunder basketball as Gildas Alexander has 19 in 28 minutes. Jay Will, Isaiah Joe, SGA, Chet Holmgren, and Jared McCain for the Thunder. Thunder down 2 key cogs tonight, J-Dub and A.J. Mitchell. On the dribble weave, McCain comes out front. Thunder well from the bucket. Joe fed, fires, long angle right 3, not there. Jay Will back taps miss, run down by Champagnie with numbers. To the trailing Keldon Johnson. To the baseline, floats it up. Can't convert. Fight for the rebound. Champagnie loses it, but it's run down at midcourt by De'Aaron Fox. 2:50 left third quarter. Wemby left wing. Working on Jay Will, who crowds him, bangs him. Wembanyama to the baseline. Sails it cross court right. Bad pass stolen by SJ. Well defended at the point of attack by Jay Will. Thunder get it back down 20. Shea barrels right. Hits Jay Will open. The angle right 3 is up and short. Loose ball fought for. Deflected out by De'Aaron Fox, I believe, as Isaiah Joe kept it alive off the body of Fox. It's just hard to fathom what's going on from 3 for the Thunder tonight. Second best three-point shooting team in the playoffs at 39%. Tonight they've made 2 of 19. You just don't see this sort of thing coming. Chet Holmgren having his hand administered to by the Thunder medical staff, it appears his right hand. With OKC down 20, 2:32 left to play in the third quarter. There's blood on Chet's right hand. The Thunder were 1 of 11 in the opening half from 3. They're 1 of 8 since. So you figured at some point that would reverse itself. It just hasn't. And you never discredit the opponent. I mean, San Antonio's come in and done what they've needed to. They're only shooting 36% from the field themselves and 28% on threes. Thunder have not been beaten decisively when they've defended, allowing only 72 points most nights. That has you in front in the NBA, but not in this one. Holmgren slammed the backboard off the previous block against Keldon Johnson, his second block tonight officially. They gypped him one in the first half. As the Thunder group around Mark Daignault, I'm not sure that anybody's called a timeout here. This is strange. 2:32 left in the third quarter. As OKC will inbound with 14 to shoot. These are the two best teams in basketball this season. First time since the '81 Eastern Conference Final between Boston and Philly. The two teams that won at least 62 games in the regular season went head-to-head. That series went 7, Boston winning it. Is this series destined to go 7? We'll see. And I'm uncertain why there's the delay right now. Play has not been resumed. 2:32 left in the third quarter. Oklahoma City breaks the huddle in possession. Apparently there's blood on the floor that's being administered to. Daniel Matthews, our statistician, lets me know that. So that's the reason for the delay. As the Thunder came in up 2-1 in this series, taking the lead for the first time on Friday with a resounding response to a 15-0 deficit, a game in which they won by 15, 123-1 away, but the Spurs came in loaded for bear tonight. They grabbed the early edge and they have not relented. Up by as many as 25 in this third quarter, leading by 20 right now. So hopefully the possibility of contamination has been taken care of on the court. It appears it has. Thunder will inbound. Mitch Johnson taking no chances. His sturdy players are out there. Harrison Barnes, De'Aaron Fox, Victor Wembanyama, Keldon Johnson, and Justin Champagnie. The only guy in foul trouble for the Spurs is Stephon Castle with 4. De'Aaron Fox, by the way, has 10 rebounds tonight. That's helped the Spurs outboard the Thunder 39-33. Cason Wallace made a three-point shot on the Thunder's first possession this quarter to pull OKC within 9. Since that time, the Spurs have outscored them 22-11. So the Thunder will inbound as they continue to work on either a wet or blood-stained area on the court down at the Thunder end. They're shooting the basket to my left in this second half. The Spurs at the bucket to my right. Loud City bring it on Tuesday for Game 5. Everyone figured this series may be ticketed to go the distance all 7, and the Thunder want to make certain they flex muscle with home court advantage in a series that's likely at this moment, it appears, to be 2-2, with the two teams having split the first 4 games, and Game 5 coming at Paycom Center in downtown Oklahoma City on Tuesday night at 7:30. That means a start time, by the way, of 6 o'clock on the flagship station, 98.1 FM, WWLS Sports Channel in Oklahoma City. A 7 o'clock start for pregame coverage on the network. Kenrich Williams is in for the Thunder, joining Jared McCain, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Isaiah Joe, and Jay Will inbounding underneath. Thunder down 20, 72-52, a rough night offensively. That 52 has been cobbled together with 2:32 left in the third quarter. Shai can't cut to the ball effectively. Jay Will whips the ball up the sideline to McCain, driving right into traffic, lays it up on the run, and lays it in. A step on Wembanyama for the burrowing bucket by McCain. His first basket tonight, Thunder within 18. Out front, Wembanyama, they were down 25 and scored 7 straight. Fox slices inside, lays it up and in. Way too easy. Drives by Isaiah Joe as he wasn't there. 74-54 as De'Aaron Fox bidding for a double-double, has 7 points and 10 boards. Shai dribbles through traffic, coughs it up, got contacted, no whistle. Back come the Spurs. Keldon Johnson lobs, Wembanyama misses a dunk. Loose ball dug out by Barnes, left corner to Wembanyama up the sideline, crowded by Kenrich Williams. Spur ball owning this one by 20. Fox dancing, crossing over, retreats as Wembanyama is bodied by Kenrich Williams, apparently too aggressively according to Scott Foster. There'll be free throws coming for Victor Wembanyama. What else is new? His 8th and 9th foul shot attempts tonight. 1:51 left in the third quarter. And Kenrich Williams, I beg your pardon, the foul called, it's on Kenrich Williams, his 3rd. Wembanyama tonight from the line 7 of 7, has 27 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 blocks to lead San Antonio. He has been their leader, and his shot from midcourt to end the half had this fan base erupting, going to halftime festivities, and his team celebrating a 12-point lead at the break. Wembanyama tonight unofficially plus 29 in his minutes on the court. When he's been on the court, the Spurs have had the upper hand against OKC through the series. The issue for them has been when he stepped off. The Thunder have dominated. Wembanyama missed the first, second one is up, tumbling good. 75-54 Spurs. Gilgeous-Alexander with Kenrich Williams, Jared McCain, Isaiah Joe, and Jay Will for OKC. Jay Will Drives to the baseline, contained by Wembanyama, shovels right wing to Shea. Crowded by Fox, gets a screen from Jay Will, does SGA. Now holds around his ankles. Up top to Jay Will open, strokes a three-pointer that's online and wide left and air ball out of bounds. I can't account for it. I just can't. He made 5 of 6 3-pointers in this same building 2 nights ago. He's 1 of 7 tonight, and that one wasn't close. Thunder made 2 of 20 from 3 in this game. Down 21, 1:34 left in the third quarter. When you take your foot off the gas against a team the caliber of the Spurs, it's not pretty, and it's not been pretty tonight. Fox to Wembanyama open, strokes an angle right unguarded three-pointer that tumbles in. And the Spurs go back up 24, 78-54. They're making their threes to the tune of 7 successes. Thunder knocked down 2 in game 4. 1:20 left in the third. All San Antonio. Shea out front, pestered by Barnes, slices inside of it in the lane. Kicks out of a double, slot right to Joe. Squeezes between defenders, sets up Kenrich Williams open. His right corner three is good. 78-57, 21-point game. A minute left in the third quarter. K-Rich makes the Thunder's third three tonight in 21 tries. Barreling inside is Keldon Johnson, pump faking, draws 3. Sails it up left wing to Wembanyama. Top of Key Fox slicing into the paint. Corner right Barnes, catch and shoot rainbow three is up. In retaliation, not there. Joe is to snag the miss. 45 seconds left third quarter. Joe gives to SJ at midcourt. Shea's got a team-high 19, but Wembanyama shows away with 31 in game 4. Right corner open again, Kenrich Williams bombs the 3. Got another one on a kick out by SGA with his 7th assist. It's 78-60, 18-point game, 30 seconds left to play. In quarter number 3 at Frostbank Center in San Antonio, Spurs have the ball to begin the fourth. They won the game's opening tip. 18-point contest. Fox yo-yos the bounce 40 feet away. Played by McCain. Crosses over, whips it inside to Champagne, right corner Johnson. Strokes a 3 that's off, loose ball volleyed. McCain has it, 12 seconds left in the quarter. Jarrett up the right side, the shot box off to the trailing SGA, 7 seconds. Driving right, crossing over on Barnes. Steps to the wing and fires a rainbow 3 that's on the way short. And that's how the quarter will end, as OKC trails the Spurs 78-60 going to the fourth quarter of game 4 in San Antonio. We'll get there next. This is Thunder Basketball.
Well, that's it. We are going to save money this summer.
What's that, hon?
We're signing up for OG&E's Smart Hours to get discounted electricity for 19 hours every weekday. Oh, and all weekend long.
Oh, well, how's that work?
Well, we just do our laundry, run the dishwasher, stuff like that in the morning or evenings, and pre-cool our house before 2. OG&E has savings tips on their website.
Saving money is good. What's that address?
OGE.com/smarthours.
At Brahms, we offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience, so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
You wouldn't get a haircut from your lawn guy. You wouldn't get tax advice from a taxidermist. So if you want windows, talk to the window experts. Pella of Oklahoma has been selling and installing windows for more than 100 years. Check out the Pella showroom to shop hundreds of windows and doors in every price range. Transform your home with advice from the window connoisseurs. Visit your local Pella showroom in OKC or Tulsa, or shop now at PellaOK.com.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
So it was the fourth quarter and we're down by 5. Sweat pouring down my face. Suddenly it hit me. If only I could wrap part of the towel around my forehead. And that's how I became the first basketball player to wear a headband.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Welcome back. Some numbers here at the end of the third quarter after the best bench scoring game in the history of a conference final game. Oklahoma City looking for a spark. They just got it from Kenrich Williams, who now has, based on those last 2 3-point shots, 6 of Oklahoma City's 16 bench points so far in this game. Let's send you back to San Antonio. Here's Matt Pinto.
Numbers were flipped coming in through 3 games. Oklahoma City was averaging 61 off the bench. Not their night thus far tonight, down by 18 with a fourth quarter summoning here in a moment. Get in the game and listen to the official Thunder Basketball Universe podcast. Hear exclusive coverage from your favorite team from Paris Lawson and Nick Gallo, available for free wherever you listen to podcasts. Well, the Spurs seized command of this game. The WEMBAYAMA three at the buzzer to end the half kind of cemented their first half, a half in which they held the Thunder to 38 points, a season low for OKC. And the Thunder just have never been able to escape the vice grip of the San Antonio defense. Neither team is shooting 40% from the field. San Antonio 38, Thunder wallowing at 32%. OKC's 4 of 23 on threes. The Spurs have knocked down 7 threes, and San Antonio's gotten up 13 more free throws than the Thunder, helping them to a lead of 18 as the fourth quarter is about to begin. Jared McCain, Isaiah Joe, Lou Dort playing with 4 fouls. Isaiah Hartenstein and Kenrich Williams against Stephon Castle playing with 4. Keldon Johnson, Victor Wembanyama, Devin Vassell, and Harrison Barnes. Spur ball up 18. They've led by as many as 25 as Castle roams the perimeter left to right. Thunder in a 2-3 zone. Right corner Barnes tracks to the wing, picks up the dribble, and feeds inside to Castle, bullying Joe. Gives it up out front to Keldon Johnson to the baseline, plowing on Kenrich Williams, jump stops, and bullies up and in the layup. A barging bucket by Keldon Johnson, and the Spurs are back up 20. McCain across the timeline, a quiet night by the standards he showed us in Game 3 with 4 in this one. Hartenstein left wing, holds. Out front to McCain, to the wing. Jarrett drifts into traffic. Comes baseline, leans in, can't convert the layup, knocked down by Castle, no whistle. And it continues. Wembanyama to the trailing Castle. Right wing Vassell up with a three-pointer that's on line but short. Kenrich Williams doubles back and has the miss. K-Rich 2 rebounds and 6 points tonight off the bench. Thunder down 20, a minute gone by in the fourth. Hartenstein lifted high right. Bounce feeds to McCain. Steps back, cranks an angle left three-pointer that's on line but short. Wembanyama got away with an over-the-back foul. The ball free at midcourt. Kenrich Williams finds Isaiah Joe open, his right wing three-pointer off. Loose ball tipped out to Barnes. Keldon Johnson has it now as Thunder struggles from 3, continue, and they are mighty, oh mighty tonight, 4 of 25. Castle across the paint, falls down. Jared McCain deterred his path. You talk about a flop. McCain's not that strong, but it is a foul on Jared, and it's the Thunder's first team foul with 10:40 left. Knowing this team's mettle, this team's composure, its resilience, Tuesday night's going to be interesting at Paycom Center. Thunder are going to come with fury, I can promise you that. Not been their night tonight, they're down 20. Castle, foul line to Wembanyama, as Hartenstein nudged him from behind, and Wembanyama flies by 7 feet. Side out Spurs as Ihart has 4 fouls. Check that, 3 fouls. He has 12 points. He scored the Thunder's first 8 of the night on push shots in the lane. He's made 6 of 11 shots with 7 rebounds. Aaron Wiggins in. The bench depleted tonight in the case of the losses of J-Dub and A.J. Mitchell. Neither played, and OKC has not been able to string together a 5 that coalesce fully on the offensive end, especially. Castle driving right. Gives it up, corner right to Barnes. Catch, shoot 3, back rim. Joe has the loose ball, and then is stripped by Johnson without a whistle. Barnes gets it inside, pump fakes, and Wiggins fouls him. And Barnes plays the crowd. I'm not going to talk about the officials determining the outcome because that would be really poor on my part given how dominant the Spurs have been. But this game has not been called evenly. It just hasn't. Spurs will attempt their 28th and 29th free throws again, more than doubling the Thunder foul shot attempts in this game. Barnes gets a roll in the first. Spurs 81, the Thunder 60, and the 60 right now is what really jumps out at you. 60 points for Oklahoma City early in the fourth quarter. A team that's averaged 120 plus on this playoff run. Off night shooting or San Antonio's defense? Probably a combination. Barnes' second is good. 31% Thunder efficiency with 15 assists and 15 turnovers. Not Thunder basketball at all. And they forced only 8 turnovers against the Spurs tonight. San Antonio 8 points off of 8 giveaways. Thunder have 15 turnovers, 16 points. Down by 22 again is OKC. Joe right wing. Top of the key to Hartenstein. Joe fights to get it back, can't. He's denied the ball as Wiggins has it. Knocked down by Castle, no whistle. Out in front, Castle. Raps trying to feed to Wembanyama from the left hand up. And Castle never called for a foul in this game. Never called for a foul. Nick Booker refused to blow the whistle there. How gutless. 84-60 San Antonio. 9:50 to play. Hartenstein top of the key, veering right. Wiggins again knocked down by Castle nearly. Left wing to Dort. Pump faking. Drives inside of Castle. Elevates and fires. 15-foot jumper is good for his first bucket tonight. 84-62. Friday night is going to be a battle in OKC. 22-point lead. And a lot of that game will be determined by the guys with whistles. Castle drives the paint. Inside finds Johnson. Powers it up on Kenrich Williams. Can't convert. Loose ball fought for. Tipped out of bounds by the tandem, according to Scott Foster, of Keldon Johnson and Isaiah Hartenstein. Those two will jump it up down on the Spur end with 8 to shoot. San Antonio on top by a wide margin, 22. As the Spurs push ahead to stay very early. We're on a 16-0 run in the first quarter, and the Thunder really have never seriously threatened since then. Hartenstein will jump it up with Keldon Johnson. Wembanyama tried to steal the opportunity to tip it. All Spurs, and they're loving every minute of it inside Frostbank Center in San Antonio. Spurs hang on. That ensures a Game 6 here that would be played on Thursday in this series. Hartenstein and Johnson vie for it. And Johnson steals it. Left baseline, Wembanyama contained. Double, throws it away. Joe the steal. Isaiah probes the middle to the trailing Wiggins. Slashing left. Steps away, fires on Wemby. A 17-foot stroke that's good. 84-64. For Aaron Wiggins, that becomes his first bucket in 5 tries tonight. Inside the 9-minute mark of Game 4 in San Antonio. Castle back of a Wemby pick. Gives it up left corner to Barnes. Powering baseline, contained by Kenrich Williams. Fires a fadeaway 12-foot jumper that is wiped out. No shot, but a foul coming on Kenrich, who got pushed into Barnes by Victor Wembanyama. And that's what Kenrich is saying right now. Side out Spurs. Fourth Thunder team foul. That's happened in a little more than 3 minutes. 14 to shoot for San Antonio as De'Aaron Fox and Luke Cornett check back in. Devin Vassell, Victor Wembanyama check out. Or I beg your pardon, Barnes and Wembanyama check out. So don't know the status of J-Dub or A.J. Mitchell for Game 5 on Tuesday. That will unfold between now and then. Just a complete beatdown by San Antonio in this game against the reigning champs. Hartenstein and Joe exit as Cason Wallace and Chet Holmgren return. Chet a big first half, but not much since. 8 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 blocks tonight. Top of the key, Fox dancing, shuttling on Wiggins in deep. Steps away, fires, fadeaway 12-foot jumper rolls in as De'Aaron Fox closing in on a double-double, has 9 points and 10 rebounds, and the Spurs maintain a sizable 22-point lead. Cason Wallace navigates front court. Second-team all-defensive selection in the NBA this season. Sends it left flank to Wiggins, plowing, drop-stepping. Fox from behind hatchets him, knocks the ball out of bounds, no whistle. 86-64, that's the way the night's gone. It's tough to play against the adversity that confronts tonight, but the Thunder have not been equal to the challenge tonight. They just haven't. And they'll tell you that to a man after this game is over. Down 22, scoring 64 points with 8:18 left. Kenrich Williams left wing, down the paint to Holmgren, who's shoved from behind by Fox, and De'Aaron acknowledges the foul. I guarantee they're not going to replay to look at that. No play made on the ball. Fox shoves Holmgren in midair going to the basket. And De'Aaron Fox picks up his second. 8:15 left. Holmgren puts his shoe back on as he lost it going airborne, as Fox is being talked to by the Thunder bench about the lack of sportsmanship on that play. And Mark Daigneault wants a replay on this, and I don't blame him. There was no play made on the ball there whatsoever, and there was excessive force. Holmgren at the line, 2 of 4, has 8 points. Came in a robust 18.5 point per game contributor to this series, but his scoring's been way down. His first foul shot's good. 86-65, just no traction for a Thunder comeback in this game. They just have not been able to sustain offense. Thunder have been held under 100 one time during the regular season and could be looking a second time here. And that was against the Spurs as well at home on Christmas Day. 86-66, 20-point game as Holmgren, the third Thunder scorer in double figures with 10. The lefty, Dylan Harper, goes behind the back to drive across the timeline on Wallace, sets up Cornett left corner. He zings the ball off left sideline to Fox. De'Aaron Hounded by Wallace, jumped out by Wiggins on a switch. Top of the key dribbling, steps back, fires, the angle left three-pointer short. Cornette tips the rebound up, no good. Loose ball volleyed, and Dort out of the pack with it. On the glass, OKC is -5. Dort plows right baseline, gives it to Holmgren open. Pump fakes, finds Kenrich Williams. He'll stroke an angle left three-pointer that's short. Dort fights for the miss, but it's free in the lane, and Dylan Harper has it. So OKC officially is 4 of 26 from three-point range tonight. 20-point game. Up top, Johnson left alone to fire a three-pointer that's way off. Hit only backboard, no rim. Kenrich Williams has the loose ball, and the Thunder come back with 7:24 left in game 4. All Spurs tonight. Wiggins, cross-court left to Kenrich Williams. To the baseline, a step on Cornette, now pinned. Shovels left corner to Wallace, closed out by Johnson. Thunder set it back out front. Wiggins to the right wing. Pulls up, fires, 20-foot jumper, looks good and is. So Aaron Wiggins knocks down his second shot of the night. Timeout Spurs, 86-68 San Antonio. 7:08 left. We'll take time. This is Thunder basketball. Attention teachers. Create Thunder fun in your classroom by joining the Devon Thunder Explorers program. Teach your students STEM-based lesson plans, and you can even win cash for your classroom by sharing photos each month. Enroll today by visiting okcthunder.com/explorers.
With just seconds on the clock, I'm chomping at the bit here, Frank. I'm telling you, this is a moment in basketball history to really relish in. Back at the offensive end, Ken Chupp musters up all his strength and squeezes down into the paint. He breaks through the screen, posts up with buns out, catches the ball, and order up. And he's called for the double drizzle.
Dude, just get your hot dog and let's get back to our seats. Eat Schwab, the official hot dog of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Well, that's it. We are going to save money this summer.
What's that, hon?
We're signing up for OG&E's Smart Hours to get discounted electricity for 19 hours every weekday. Oh, and all weekend long.
Oh, well, how's that work?
We just do our laundry, run the dishwasher, stuff like that in the morning or evenings, and pre-cool our house before 2. OG&E has savings tips on their website.
Saving money is good. What's that address?
OGE.com/smarthours.
If you've been injured in a car accident and need the concierge medical care you deserve, then you need Impact MD Accident Care. We'll get you back to the life you had before the accident with no out-of-pocket expense to you. And with 6 locations across OKC and statewide, there's bound to be an Impact MD near you. Call us anytime 24/7 at 405-483-3075 or visit ImpactMD.com. Impact MD is a proud partner of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Attention teachers. Create Thunder fun in your classroom by joining the Devon Thunder Explorers program. Teach your students STEM-based lesson plans, and you can even win cash for your classroom by sharing photos each month. Enroll today by visiting okcthunder.com/explorers.
Over the last 33 playoff games, Oklahoma City has had fewer turnovers than their opponent in 30 of those games, a 25-5 record. When that occurs in the 3 games where they have had more, they're only 1-2. Tonight, Oklahoma City 17 giveaways, the Spurs only 10. Send you back to San Antonio. Here's Matt Pinto.
Everyone loves free food. Score a free taco during every Thunder game day at participating Taco Bueno locations. Mention the offer to redeem Taco Bueno, the official taco of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Yeah, everything going the Spurs' way, and this is not a night on which the Thunder didn't bring effort, tenacity, physicality defensively. They've limited San Antonio to 37% shooting and 7 of 27 on threes. The issue is the whistles. 29 foul shots attempted for San Antonio, 16 for the Thunder, and the fact that OKC, in a playoff run in which they have just been incredibly dynamic shot makers, lack that element in this game. 4 of 26 from 3, 32% shooting themselves, and at this point, 68 points on the board. Unless something dramatically changes, the Thunder will incur their first Game 4 loss in the playoffs with this iteration of players. This is an iteration of players that's been to 3 consecutive rounds of postseason. They had not lost a Game 4, but they're in jeopardy of seeing that end tonight, down by 18 with 7:08 to play. Still ample time. But how do you make it happen? It's hard to envision. We'll see. Cason Wallace, Kenrich Williams, Lou Dort, Aaron Wiggins, and Chet Holmgren, the 5 for the Thunder right now. Harper navigates across heavy pressure from Wallace across the timeline. Does that barely beating the 8 count. Bounce feeds to Castle in the paint. Lays it up on Holmgren. Can't convert. The other side of the rim blocked it. Chet held his ground. Dort's got the loose ball. Castle behind the play. It's 5-on-4. Wiggins left wing to Wallace. drives into the pack, lobs inside to Holmgren, catching, and hit hard going up by Luke Cornett, who immediately acknowledged a foul, and they don't call a foul on the play. Curtis Blair says simply side out Thunder. Luke Cornett had his hand up to acknowledge a foul, and there was not one called. That typifies this night, 13 to shoot. How awful is that? Wiggins left wing to Kenrich Williams, giving to Wallace, stutter stepping, drives into traffic, bounce feeds to K-Rich open. The angle right three-pointers on the way, in and out, no good. Cornett has the loose ball. That was awful, my goodness. Right of the paint, Harper steps away, floats a runner on Cason Wallace, who's called for a foul, and that will be the penalty situation. Harper goes to the free throw line. Cason Wallace picks up his first. 6:29 to play. I would never for an instant indicate that refereeing determined the outcome of this game, but it has not been good. And it's been very one-sided. Dylan Harper goes to the free throw line where the Spurs will attempt their 30th and 31st foul shots at home. They will have averaged over 30 free throw attempts a game against the Thunder. And I'm sorry, there is not that sort of discrepancy between these two teams the way they attack. There just is not. Harper makes the first. Dylan's got 5 off the bench. Holmgren out with 10 points, 9 rebounds, and they've credited with 1 block shot. What a joke that is as well. 87-68, Spurs by 19. Isaiah Joe going to sneak back in. I'm not sure we're going to see SGA again unless something dramatic changes. 6:29 left. Joe in, sitting down Cason Wallace. I think Mark Daignault is judicious, understands what the terrain is of a playoff series. And when it's not your night, there's no reason to tax and jeopardize the possibility of injury when you're already down 2 key cogs through game 4 of this best of 7. Harper's second foul shot tumbles good. San Antonio back up 20, 88-68 with 6:29 left. Wiggins played by Vassell. The Spurs aren't going that route. They recognize they have to secure this win. Dort driving, spinning, pump faking, gets it back on the wing. Castle Rainbow 3 on Champagne, that's no good. High for the rebound, Vassell. On the glass, the Spurs are winning that skirmish by 6, on the scoreboard by 20. Harper behind the back, dribbles in traffic, spins and stripped of the ball by Dort. Wiggins has it, pulls up, pops, left wing three-pointer, won't drop it short. Dort wrestles for the loose ball, can't control it, looks like it's off of Castle, and it is. It'll be Thunder possession with 14 to shoot. They're still playing hard, the Thunder are. It's just a night on which they can't make a shot. Those nights happen sometimes in the NBA. 88-68, 6 minutes left. Keldon Johnson will check in, but not before Mitch Johnson challenges up 20 with 6 minutes to play. All righty then. 88-68 Spurs will take time. This is Thunder basketball.
Devon Energy and the Oklahoma City Thunder have launched Devon Sports Lab, a STEM-based program designed to help students improve their game and become excited about STEM through the science behind basketball drills. Our goal is for students to discover how to improve their athletic performance with a better understanding of fundamental science and math concepts. If you have a student in elementary or middle school, visit www.okcthunder.com/sportslab to learn more.
At Brahms, we offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience, so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
Kojo Nation, are you ready?
Here he comes. The platinum selling cowboy. Cody Johnson. Saturday, August 8th at Paycom Center. Cody. Country's heavy hitter. Here comes country's best. Cody Johnson, live 26. The hits, the new music. Cody Johnson. Special guests Scotty McCreery and Chase Beckham. Saturday, August 8th at Paycom Center. Tickets are on sale right now. Available at Ticketmaster.com. Oklahoma City. Don't miss Cody Johnson, live 26.
Welcome back. Over in the Eastern Conference Finals, the New York Knicks have a commanding 3-0 lead in their series with Cleveland after winning yesterday 121-108. The Knicks shot 56% from the field in that game. Jalen Brunson led the way with 30 points. The Knicks now 1 win away from their first finals appearance since 1999. The Cavs try to extend the series tomorrow. Back to San Antonio, here's Matt Pinto.
Isaiah Hartenstein scored the first 8 for the Thunder, has a dozen on the night with 7 rebounds, 3 assists, has played hard as he always does. He's our OG&E Power Player author of this game. OG&E, we energize life. Here we go, Scott Foster.
After review, it's been determined there was no clear and conclusive evidence to overturn the call on the floor. Therefore, the ball will stay with Oklahoma City. This is an unsuccessful challenge. They will be charged a timeout, and they will not be able to challenge subsequent plays.
I was about to say exactly what Scott Foster just did, watching every angle of replay on that possession call. There was nothing conclusive because there were 2 Spurs around it, Champagny and Castle. Lou Dort was in the middle of them, and it looked like it was off of Champagny last, and nothing conclusively overturned that. So it's Thunder basketball with 6 minutes to play as they continue their uphill climb down by 20, scoring 68 points themselves. Spurs have 88 on the board midway through the fourth quarter. Jay Will, Isaiah Joe, Aaron Wiggins, Lou Dort, and Kenrich Williams playing for the Thunder against Cornette, Champagny, Vassell, Harper, and Castle. Jay Will, left wing to Joe, closed out by Harper, bodying him, no whistle. Out near midcourt, Joe streams left to the wing, cranks a three-pointer that's online, no good. He back rimmed it. Deep left corner, Jay Will plucks the rebound. Pass fake, sails it near midcourt to Kenrich Williams, a reboot for the Thunder. Wiggins off the stutter step, floats a runner left baseline, misses a bank shot from 12, an open look, and an offensive foul on the loose ball variety coming on the Spurs as Justin Champagny fires a hand in the direction of Nick Booker. It's on Castle, it's his 5th, and with 5:41 to play, the Spurs' second team foul. They have doubled the Thunder in free throw attempts tonight, 31-16, or virtually doubled them. 5:41 left, 88-68. OKC down 20. Game 5 looming on Tuesday in Oklahoma City. And it appears this series will be even at 2, barring something dramatic, unforeseen right now. Castle stalks off. He may leave his license to maim at the scorer's table, not sure. Wiggins fed, fires a three-pointer straight away, in and out, no good. And that drought continues. Inside, Harper wrestles the rebound away. Thunder are 4 of 30 from 31 from 3. Into the paint, Vassell spins, contained. Nicely defended by Kenrich Williams. The ball siphoned out front to Fox. 12 to shoot. Crossing over, blows by Wiggins, lobs it inside to Cornette. But done. 90-68 San Antonio. The theme has continued since the Spurs jumped out big to begin the third quarter. They've led by as many as 25 and own a 22-point lead now. Kenrich Williams left trying to cross the lane. Foul going up by Cornette. And he'll get to the free throw line with 5:04 left. So previewing what might be ahead, it was clear tonight that Victor Wembanyama was intent to get his players around him involved. He mentioned that after the loss on Friday, had 5 assists. He generated 33 points himself, including 3 threes, 11 successes and 22 tries. So he got much higher shot volume in Game 4 than he'd been getting the previous 2 games, losses for the Spurs. As Kenrich Williams knocks down the free throw, generated 33 points, his second 30-plus point scoring game in this series. So the Thunder, do they adapt and adjust to Wembanyama's more assertive approach? Probably. They've got to find a way to make shots in Game 5 coming up on Tuesday at home, something that just didn't go their way in this game at all. 30% Thunder shooting, 12% on threes. Williams makes a second. That is not all defense, folks. The Thunder generated decent looks throughout the course of this game, just couldn't get any to fall. Down 20 now, 90-70, as Williams hits a both. K-Rich has 8 off the bench. Fox out front, still in the game, which is shocking. Dancing on Dort, stutter steps and pulls up. The rainbow angle left 18-foot jumper is not close. Kenrich Williams has the miss. Fox playing 30 minutes on a bad right ankle. Joe shovel feeds inside to Wiggins, who lays it up. Deterred by Cornette, a blown layup, as Wiggins is 2 of 11. Back come the Spurs. Right corner Harper, jab steps on Jay Will, holds. Spurs are on clock, 4:25 to play. Zeroing in on a Game 4 win. Harper splits a double team and dunks. It's incredibly soft by Kenrich Williams and Jay Will out the right wing. 92-70 San Antonio. Harper's got 7. Kenrich Williams into the paint, lays it up on Cornett. Can't convert. Cornett a piece of the shot, a forced layup try. Vassell's got the loose ball. Back on the Spurs, 4 minutes to play as Kenrich Williams takes it back. Securing it against Champagne, kicks right wing to Joe for a rainbow three in transition that goes. It's 92-73. Joe smacks his hands together, making his second shot, his first three in 6 tries. 3:50 to play. That's how close the Spurs are to evening this series. Fox drives to left baseline, banks in a 10-footer, got Dort on his back, and his call for a foul is Lou. So an and one coming for De'Aaron Fox in San Antonio. 94-73. Those that came to support the Spurs tonight feeling pretty good about the way this thing stands. Nikola Topic will check in for the Thunder, sitting down Lou Dort. 3:45 to play. The bench is being emptied both ways as Jordan McLaughlin, Carter Bryant on for the Spurs. Fox has a double-double of 11 points and 10 rebounds tonight. Wembanyama's played only 31 minutes. That's all he's been needed for in this route. Spurs by 21, 94-73. A timeout will come between where we are and a foul shot for San Antonio with 3:45 left. This is Thunder basketball.
Thunder Game Day just got hotter at Taco Bueno. The new Fuego lineup is here, bringing the heat with the Chipotle Crema Chicken and Potato Burrito, Creamy Jalapeno Muchachos, and Chipotle Crema Chicken Quesadilla on a Cayenne tortilla. Whether you're watching at home or heading to the game, Taco Bueno has your game day covered. And every Oklahoma City Thunder game, swing by Taco Bueno for a free soft or hard shell taco when you mention the offer. Big flavor, extra heat, the new Fuego lineup only at Taco Bueno, the official taco of the OKC Thunder.
The festival of the night in San Antonio is the Spurs, after being beaten consecutive games by the Thunder in game 2 by 9 in OKC by 15 here on Friday. They've bounced back with vengeance in game 4 tonight, building a lead as large as 25 and up 21 as play is about to resume with 2:45 to play, 3:45 left. San Antonio has been no great shakes offensively at 39% shooting, but they certainly have been benefited by a ton of whistles, attempting their 32nd free throw coming up for De'Aaron Fox against 18 for the Thunder, and OKC's just had a moribund game offensively, outscored 48-30 in the paint, 17-14 in second chance points, 15-5 on the break, 30% Thunder field goal shooting tonight. Have not been held under 100 in the playoffs, but that's going to change in this game. Down 94-73 as Fox makes the free throw, giving him a dozen points in the game. Thunder made 4 of 20 fourth quarter shots, 1 of 9 threes, turning it over twice. First game in this series in which they'll have more turnovers than their opponent. It's 17-12 against the Thunder. Joe down the lane, lays it up and lays it in on Luke Kennard. A nice inbound pass from Nikola Topic as Mitch Johnson calls a timeout. 95-75 Spurs, 3:32 to play. We'll be back. This is Thunder basketball.
At Oklahoma Christian University, your story doesn't stop at graduation. There's more ahead, like a master's in engineering or computer science. We keep it doable with flexible schedules, affordable tuition, and a Christ-centered community that's with you every step. Our programs are built for real-world results, giving you the skills you need to tackle tough problems, design smart solutions, and stand out in fast-moving fields. And with convenient class formats, you can finish in just 2 years. OC is where you can do more. Apply now at oc.edu/more.
Series taking on a similar tone. The first 2 games were tight in Oklahoma City. The Spurs persevered in game 1 in double overtime by 7, 122-115. OKC got the measure of San Antonio to even it at 1-1 with a 122-113 triumph in game 2. Game 3 saw the Thunder erase a quick 15-0 deficit to win by 15 points, 123-108. But the Spurs have come up with a double-digit victory, it appears, themselves tonight. 3:32 to play. They own a 20-point advantage at 95-75. So it appears this will be deadlocked at 2-2 with Game 5 coming up in Oklahoma City on Tuesday night at 7:30. Keep in mind this Thunder squad, now it's not entirely the team from last season, went unbeaten in Game 5s a season ago in the playoffs. Unbeaten. And we'll see if they can call on any of that experience to get back up in this series 3-2 come Tuesday night. Straightaway Keldon Johnson stays in and slashes left. He's in deep and spins out of a double team. Winging the ball right wing to Carter Bryant. It swung left wing to Johnson. Jab stepping, firing. It's for 3. It's off the flank, way off. Jay Will in there, grabs the miss. 3 minutes to play. Spurs up comfortably by 20. Jay Will front court. Gives to Topic behind him. He slides left down the lane, leans in, and it's blocked going up by Carter Bryant. Olynyk the loose ball. Dishing to McLaughlin. Inside Kelly Olynyk. Contained by Jay Will. Fires anyway. 15-foot jumper that's off. Loose ball dug out by McLaughlin. Jordan to the right wing. To the trailing Olynyk. He bombs a three straight away that's off. Jay Will fights for the rebound. Got fouled by Keldon Johnson. No whistle. Kenrich Williams has the loose ball. That just continues the theme tonight. 95-75. Aaron Wiggins working the dribble slot left on Lindy Waters. Spins into a double team and loses the ball. Carter the steal. Thunder with 18 turnovers. The Spurs 12. That's the first time this series we've seen anything close to that. And that's a big part of the reason that the Spurs are up 20. Left to right across the paint, Johnson. Jump stops, leans in, and rolls in on the layup. Keldon Johnson has 6 for the Spurs. They're up 97-75. Thunder have gone the entirety of the playoffs, averaging 120 without coming close to being held under 100. Tonight, 75 points on the board as Nikola Topic dribbles the ball into traffic. And Lindy Waters comes the other way with it for San Antonio. Left corner McLaughlin. He wants 3 over Jay Will. Bombs and hits. 175 San Antonio. This matches the Spurs' largest lead of Game 4, 150 to play. The Thunder have tremendous professional pride, and they'll be back on it Tuesday, mark my words. Kenrich Williams, right wing, crossing over on Olynyk, a step baseline, stripped by Olynyk. That's the Thunder's 20th turnover. Front court, Bryant feeding McLaughlin, right wing deferring to Keldon Johnson, who bombs a three that's up, no good. Jay Will, the offside rebound, his third. And the Thunder get it back down 25, 125 to play in Game 4. Academic from here. It's been academic for a while, unfortunately. Kenrich Williams, right wing, double. Cross courts it left to Jay Will. On the dribble weave to Joe, Isaiah. Crossing over on the baseline from behind the board, fires a three that he hits. So Isaiah Joe knocks down his second three-pointer of this game. 178 with 1:10 left. Thunder players are conferring on the bench. I'm certain already beginning to digest this and ready themselves for Tuesday. A straightaway three by McLaughlin is off. OKC wedging the rebound off. Kenrich Williams has it out in front. Topic for the easy layup. So Nikola Topic scores his first playoff basket. And it's 180 with 50 seconds left in Game 4. So the Spurs were able to generate one win on their home court in this series, and they forged the 2-all deadlock as they rise as one at Crossbank Center in San Antonio. Lindy Waters kicks the ball left wing to Olynyk. Kelly open for three, nails it. 103-80 San Antonio with 35 seconds left. Topic. Bounce feeds inside to Kenrich. Inside steps the defender, lays it up and in himself. So K-Rich in double figures in this game has 10. His playoff career high is 12. As the Spurs now can all but dribble it out. A 3-second difference game to shot clock. As they have battled to even with the Thunder through 4 games in this best 7 Western Conference Finals series. San Antonio rebounding strong from a 15-point loss here in Game 3 on Friday. Drilling the Thunder by 21 tonight. As the shot clock violation will be taken by Jordan McLaughlin, with the fans serenading San Antonio on their feet at Crossbank Center. Nothing determined through 4. This becomes a best-of-3 series now, with Game 5 coming up in Oklahoma City on Tuesday night at 7:30. Deadlocked at 2 victories apiece. Topic dribbles it out. Final on the big board in San Antonio tonight reads the Spurs 103, the Thunder 82. A best-of-3 series unfolding. Thunder hold home court. Readying to host Game 5 on Tuesday. They'd host Game 7 if it's necessary next Saturday at Paycom Center. The Spurs ensure themselves of playing at least one more game at home, and that will be Thursday night this upcoming week in Game 6. Final tonight, San Antonio big, 103-82 over the Thunder. The Thunder incur their first setback in this playoffs in which they've been held under 100 points, and they fall 18 short of 100 tonight as San Antonio wallops them by 21. We'll be back with some final numbers and final thoughts from San Antonio next. This is Thunder Basketball.